2024 has been filled with multiple controversies within the Roblox community, from YouTubers scamming their fans out of money and their support, to some YouTubers committing extremely disturbing acts, forcing their fans to hate them forever. Today, we will be talking about the most hated Roblox YouTubers of 2024 and finding out exactly why they are so hated. The start of the year was fairly quiet. However, one situation stuck out to most people. You see, this would all start with a YouTuber called Major Klug. Major Klug is an animation YouTuber with over 150,000 subscribers. However, at the beginning of the year, everyone would really find out who he was when an extensive document shared the proof that he had been talking with an underage fan of his.
Allegations have come out detailing disgusting, vile and illegal things the animation YouTuber Major Klug has done in regards to numerous minors, but one specific allegation I want to cover today is one far worse than most people realize. With concrete proof, cohesive Google documents, and videos of the Discord chat logs presented, the strong allegations show that according to this situation, Major Klug, from the ages of 16 years old, starting on May the 8th, 2019, up to November 7th, 2020, which was 2 months away from his 18th birthday, was dating, grooming, and predating on an 11-year-old up to their almost 13th birthday.
During 2024, Bella the Wolf would also find themselves in drama after being exposed for doxing a literal kid and making inappropriate art of Thai records, as well as extorting and threatening multiple people in their community. But the Bella the Wolf drama fails to shock me in comparison to what Koofy did. Earlier in the year, Koofy, a well-known Roblox YouTuber, was exposed by KakaV420 for being the once-known Roblox predator, Kalagish. The entire time, Koofy was secretly the person that the entire community had thought they gotten rid of. And if you don't already know, Kalagish was exposed for having multiple underage victims before getting terminated off the platform and banned from Roblox, leaving them in the past. Or so we thought. Kalagish had secretly blown up on YouTube for the second time under a new alias, earning himself millions of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But It's Funny is a YouTuber who was widely hated, but the question is, did she really deserve all this hate? Katla, or more popularly known as It's Funny, was born on October 31st of 1995. In her early life, she and her siblings with their parents lived in a small bungalow with 2 floors.
My story begins in Canada. I was a cute little bubbly baby who was born on October 31st, 1995. This is also the day my 2 older sisters missed trick-or-treating.
The basement was always rented out, so they cannot play in the basement. Her dad was a chef and her mum washed dishes at a local restaurant. Some nights their parents would eat very little, as they were broke at the time. She and her siblings got curious if a gummy pizza would expand, so they popped it in the microwave for a minute. As a result, it exploded all over the microwave. One day, their dad brought home a used Famicom disk system that his boss gave him because the boss's daughter didn't want it anymore. She and her siblings enjoyed playing on it, but sadly, it broke. Fortunately, they got another console, this time it being a Nintendo GameCube. Kat, in her elementary days, was a shy artist. She would carry her book everywhere and would draw things she found fascinating. In 2005, they moved houses because their parents wanted more space for them. She was excited and sad at the time. In their new school, Kat was described as a weirdo and awkward. However, in 2008, Kat's parents bought a restaurant downtown, hoping that it would make more income for the family. The windows there would always get broken. It's Funny would work there on the weekends and sometimes on the weekdays. However, the restaurant wasn't very successful, so their parents couldn't hire anyone, resulting in It's Funny having to work for them full time. She and her siblings would sometimes watch YouTube, and it made her work less miserable. The restaurant made her depressed. At night, there would be arguments, fights, tears, and anger. However, their biggest problem was debt, because they were in a lot of it, because of the restaurant and business was slow. However, after 3 years, Kat's parents ended up selling the restaurant, leaving her to feel like all the chains finally broke off. However, on September 2nd of 2011, Kat made her own YouTube channel called It's Funny, with her first video uploaded just short of 2 years later on January 2nd of 2013, being a Minecraft short cinematic entitled Thirsty Crafter, Minecraft Machinima Short. Throughout the next 2-year period, It's Funny would upload a variety of Minecraft related content, with her Minecraft Minecraft Yandere high school content becoming an increasingly popular series that was on her channel, and it would lead her to gaining an audience of over 100,000 subscribers by November 4th of 2015. Over the next year, however, It's Funny's Minecraft content would become increasingly popular, causing her to hit 1 million subscribers by July of 2017. But around 2017, the popularity of Minecraft as a game was dying out, and the content creators that surrounded it were taking a massive dip. It's Funny had to do something different to save her channel from dying, like Stampy Longhead or Captain Sparkles. To deal with this, It's Funny would begin to upload videos on another game, Roblox. This game would eventually, towards the end of 2017, become the subject of nearly half of her uploads. The switching games would prove to be a good business move, with her hitting 2 million subscribers just short of a year later, and growing rapidly at more than 1 million subscribers a year before hitting the huge milestone of 10 million subscribers on April 21st of 2023. But considering her immense popularity, there are many reasons for people to dislike It's Funny. The first category of individuals who tend to dislike It's Funny are trolls, such as the person who made a video entitled "Why I Hate It's Funny, 10 Reasons." This troll first tried calling out It's Funny for being a member of the LGBTQ community. They would go on to make a bold claim with next to no evidence that she scammed them in Roblox Adopt Me. After this, however, they would then go on to make a bizarre point that she is racist and created the 2020 pandemic, before ending the video with a claim of bullying without any substantial evidence. None of this is valid criticism, and nobody would take the points of this video in any way seriously. But this wasn't the only person who did this, as another individual posted a video entitled "Why We Need to Hate It's Funny" that got over 1 million views. Surprisingly, the video first starts by condemning It's Funny for not swearing in her videos. Then they would begin criticizing her hair color in some attempt to try and paint her as a racist with no actual evidence. Thirdly, they would go on to list her not being funny, an entirely subjective and useless point, as some kind of gotcha. It's obvious from the baseless claims and obnoxious nature of these videos that they were made for attention by trolls. However, there is another crowd of people making videos hating on It's Funny that are a little bit different. Take this video by Max By The Way Show entitled "It's Funny is a Terrible YouTuber" rant, which is a higher quality, more researched video than the previous. The video first goes on to lay out the main point they have against this content creator to be the perceived cringe they experienced upon viewing it.
Recently, I found a kid-friendly gaming channel going by the name of It's Funny. This is probably one of the cringiest Roblox channels I have ever seen so far. This person pretty much pumps out trash videos every single day, and we will be reacting to some of them.
Before going on to make fun of the bio of It's Funny, implying that she doesn't care about her content and instead uses it as a content farm only for the money.
So basically, It's Funny, funny daily gaming videos, live streams, vlogs, and much more. We play a lot of games. We're also known as Crew. So first of all, who would call their fucking group the Crew? Like, I don't know, man, don't you think that's kind of ripping off the Crew from 2017? But you know, instead of a C, you actually have a K. I don't know, just sounds like a Chinese ripoff. And no, I'm not saying that because she's Asian. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe today. Your support helps us continue to do what we love. So, you know, let's see what she's doing that she actually loves. Because, you know, I don't know if pumping out daily, really terrible and cringy videos every day is what she loves. But I mean, if it is, then I mean, so be it. I mean, whatever you say.
This would set the video up to instead be a critique calling her content unwatchable and cringe, to the extent of him claiming to be doing the community a service by watching it.
So we have this roleplay video called My First Day at Gacha High School in Roblox, which first of all, I did some intense pro hacking research and I figured out that this person is actually 25 years old. Like what? Like how are you gonna be 25 and play fucking Gacha Life? Like that's just sad, honestly. So yeah, today we will be reacting to one of her videos, because why not just make things even worse for me and make me suffer through even more pain? So yeah, let's get into it.
He would then begin watching her content, completely disregarding that its targeted audience is Roblox and Gacha Life children, who are on average below the age of 15 years old, bringing up It's Funny's age as if that changes the content and who it's supposed to appeal to.
One of us. We may look dead and soulless inside, but I assure you we are gonna be the cutest characters you have ever seen in Gacha World.
Give me your soul.
Yeah, we're not gonna be plebs no more.
Yeah, it's time for me to go decorate. I don't want to see any of you. I'm gonna go dress up in the...
Yeah, me neither.
Behind that tree right there.
Fine.
Yeah, let me go dress up behind that tree right there. Like, why are these 25-year-olds acting and speaking like 5-year-old children? This is seriously the most painful thing to watch. Like, why do people unironically do...
Before making the claim that It's Funny is more cringe than other Roblox channels made for the same audience, such as Dennis Daily, while providing next to no proof or objective measure of such cringe
stuff. Like, seriously, man, I don't mind channels like, I don't know, Dennis Daily or something like that, you know, I mean, they do it obviously for kids, but it's not as cringy as this, and they aren't grown men playing fucking Roblox gacha life. But on the other hand, It's Funny is a grown woman who is 25 years old, acting like a 5 or 10-year-old in her videos and playing a Roblox gacha RP game.
The person who made this video would also subliminally convey an intense personal insecurity regarding his interests by criticizing It's Funny's interests in playing Roblox and gacha life, because nobody who is actually secure within themselves would even care that It's Funny is playing this game at 25 years old.
Like, seriously, what has the world come to?
I'm gonna go to the school to change. Nobody follow me, okay?
Okay, Rainbow, you got it.
Nobody!
It's time for me. Someone's following. I think that's Gold.
Are you kidding me?
Gold, are you having struggles walking as a character?
I'm hopping in the bush behind here.
Okay, so is she actually gonna fucking play the game, or is she just gonna hide behind the bush? Like, is this some sort of trick to get the video to 10 minutes? Because that definitely did work. I mean, the video is literally 25 minutes long. I mean, what the hell? Like,
the video is obviously made for attention, but has another level of personal meaning and genuine opinion as opposed to the other videos. Obviously, it is very reminiscent of someone like Leafy is here, with immense insecurity and instability in themselves, who instead chooses to target other individuals who are happy and successful for their own gain and clout and self-esteem. It's Funny has faced criticism from various quarters. Trolls have targeted her with baseless accusations, including false claims of scamming in Roblox and even accusations of racism, while the same people accusing her were also saying she created Corona. And while these claims lack credibility, they highlight the challenges of navigating online fame. Others, like the creator of the video titled It's Funny, a terrible YouTuber rant by Max BTW Show, offer a more structured critique. The video, which delved into It's Funny's perceived cringe factor and questions the authenticity of her content, particularly her engagement with younger audiences on platforms like Roblox and Gacha Life. However, the incident that drew significant criticism unfolded on June 26th of 2021, when It's Funny teamed up with BBTV Corp for a game collaboration. However, her promotional video portrayed the project as solely her creation, igniting a firestorm of backlash over alleged misrepresentation, despite these controversies casting a shadow over her reputation. However, the question remains, does It's Funny still command the same level of popularity, relevance, and respect? What new content does she unveil to her audience? And most importantly, where does It's Funny stand today? Since our last update, her content has taken a noticeable turn, expanding beyond the confines of Roblox to embrace a broader gaming spectrum. In the past, It's Funny would upload videos on games such as Minecraft and Gacha Life. However, in recent times, she made a very bizarre decision to upload a Fortnite video. Why would a Roblox YouTuber with an audience like hers start uploading Fortnite videos? And how would her audience react to the content shift? On the surface, there could be some audience overlap. However, when you look a little deeper, the questions become even more, with little to no answers. Are Roblox kids really interested in Fortnite Battle Royale? And aren't the majority of Fortnite's prime players at minimum 16 years old now?
For people who can shoot decently, but can't build.
Lunar, we must save gold, even though she might not be up there.
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh my! Shoot! Survive, Luna!
Bunny, the same bunny we were trying to kill me.
These toilets are spicy.
The video would severely underperform on her channel in comparison to her other content around the same time frame. Was this viewership decrease a result of the hate against her, a reputational decline, or something else? It's most likely that her core audience doesn't care about Fortnite as a game. However, she also appears to be a little more desperate for views in recent times, ramping up the clickbait to a pretty weird level. My evil stepsister in Roblox Princess Tycoon. The video is really just a normal kind of over-the-top Roblox gameplay. However, it certainly raises some important questions. Why is It's Funny promoting this sus content to kids? Has it played a role in her statistical decline, or instead, is this really just a nothing burger? Since this could certainly be a correlation and not an issue caused by anything. It's Funny's recent decline in viewership plummeted by over 50% in the last 6 months. It raises concerns about the sustainability of her content strategy. One glaring issue is the repetitive nature of her videos, a criticism echoed by some viewers. And while we've addressed unfair attacks on her, it's crucial to acknowledge valid points raised against her regarding content repetition. A closer look at her channel reveals that 9 out of her last 10 uploads are Roblox roleplay videos, employing the same thumbnail and title combinations and often featuring similar plot lines. For instance, the video titled "Listen to Mum or Not Roblox, Don't Burn the House Down" showcases energetic but formulaic content characterized by exaggerated enthusiasm and mediocre Roblox gameplay. The video is a pretty simplistic roleplay episode in which It's Funny and her sisters act in a way that engages her young audience on camera, along with another video titled "That's Not My Neighbor in Roblox," an upload that begins to show that this problem was not just a one-off issue, but instead a content problem that's been eating away at her viewership for months, if not even years. When watching the second video, you don't really notice any major difference in quality, substance, or storyline. To put it bluntly, the videos are all the same. Why would her viewers stay if every single upload feels like a repeat of the past? However, on the flip side, many of It's Funny's viewers don't seem to mind the content. Day one of asking the crew to play Hello Neighbor, "I've been watching your videos since Yandere High School. I love you guys." It's Funny has many other successful projects, including a group shorts channel she and her sisters created with various viral uploads, along with it garnering over 200,000 subscribers, and a separate, even more popular group channel that posts long-form content, and with group uploads where the group of sisters showcase their charming, respectable, and charismatic personas on screen. The channel's success was really no surprise. The few uploads which were on it amassed view counts well into the millions. From their very first upload, which amassed over 2.5 million views, that showcased the group making mini food in real life, being a very unique, interesting, and hard to replicate concept, to their almost hour-long Christmas special upload, which went on to get even more views, with over 4.1 million, showcasing the sisters giving each other gifts during the holiday period, allowing viewers to connect with their close-knit family and the enticing holiday vibes. And even the very last upload, which was a certainly intriguing travel video, which although not as popular as the others, was nearly an hour worth of unique content, garnering over 1.2 million views. The group was in a sense bound to succeed. They had interesting characters, unique video ideas, and above all else, plenty of content. The only problem was they stopped uploading. Like many of It's Funny's sisters channels, it became abandoned. Maybe the sisters didn't really enjoy making YouTube videos. However, it's certainly a very good question. Why did they abandon such a successful channel with podcast length videos, incredibly high ad rates, and features from one of the world's most popular and successful gaming channels? Why did It's Funny stop this project? Was it that she got too busy with her main channel to the point where she couldn't continue, or something relating to her sisters? Regardless, the channel and its setup certainly says a lot about It's Funny's character, and in a good way. She set up perfect circumstances for all her close siblings and family members who came from a pretty rough background, as she did herself, to see massive success. Why would someone do this? The simple answer is two main things, the first of which is the virtue of charity. It's Funny is a perfect representation of this biblical virtue in the way how she takes care of her family, which leads into the second amazing amazing and inspirational characteristic present in her persona. It's Funny's deep level of investment in family. While it's not really clear if she's in support of traditional family values, you'd be pretty silly to make the claim that It's Funny doesn't care about her family. She's put an immense level of effort into making sure they're doing well, but there's certainly a different argument to be made here. With It's Funny's many unsuccessful side projects, it raises one interesting and imperative question. Are the projects on her side taking enough time out of her YouTube content or main business that she won't succeed at any? Because we've seen this in the case of many other content creators, but in the case of It's Funny, the dots may join up. Her main channel content is beginning to get both boring and repetitive, and she seems to have pretty scattered attention. Whilst her side projects are important, the main channel is what should be getting all of the attention. She spent years building up the empire and realistically should be putting the most of her focus into it. And while this isn't a moral argument, success in business is usually a result of pure and unwavering focus on one thing. And while It's Funny has been immensely successful throughout her years on YouTube, what if more could have come from increased intensity of focus on what made her so successful to begin with? However, if you think It's Funny is cringe, take a look at LankyBox. LankyBox has over 25 million subscribers and pulls numbers that could be compared to MrBeast or Dream at its peak. But the general consensus of this content creator is bad. People hate them, and an argument could be made that almost everyone in the broader community has a dislike for LankyBox. So why does everyone hate them? Let's take a look at the many controversies in their career to figure out why. On December 8th, 2020, a well-known Roblox content creator called Flamingo took to Twitter to publicly accuse LankyBox, another popular Roblox YouTuber, of engaging in thumbnail and video title theft from other YouTubers on multiple occasions. Flamingo highlighted an instance where LankyBox had replicated the exact thumbnail used by I Am Sana in her video titled, "I built a secret attic mansion on top of my best friend's house and Adopt Me, Roblox."
What a perfect day it is. I got my pizza here, just eating in the pizza shop. And then if you just slowly look over there, you see, that sitting there.
Wait, that's sitting where? What? What are you talking about, Moody?
I'm talking about your face. Why are you always so happy?
You're talking about me? I'm a bat? What? You're talking about...
The tweet gained attention swiftly, promoting several other YouTubers like Sona Draws Stuff YT and Kaneko Kitten to create videos discussing the situation. Surprisingly, LankyBox remained silent and did not address the accusations. Some fans of LankyBox even went so far as to attack those who exposed the alleged theft and targeted the YouTubers who made videos addressing the issue. Nevertheless, the controversy only caused a temporary stir within the Roblox community. More recently, however, it appears that LankyBox has escalated their actions by not just copying the concept of thumbnails, but outright stealing them. Creekcraft, a prominent Roblox YouTuber, exposed LankyBox on Twitter, revealing that they had stolen one of his thumbnails. Creekcraft presented a side-by-side comparison of his video, featuring the original thumbnail, with LankyBox's video, which prominently displayed the stolen thumbnail.
So recently a Roblox YouTuber got exposed for stealing some of my thumbnails. And well, that person is LankyBox.
One of the most popular channels on Roblox with over 20 million subscribers.
I didn't know they had 20 million. That's crazy.
Needs to be stopped. For the last 4 years, LankyBox has been directly stealing hundreds of thumbnails from YouTubers in the Roblox community with zero remorse whatsoever.
So I kind of want to preface this video by saying this isn't meant to be like news of like, hey, LankyBox steals thumbnails. We've known this for many years now. We've known that thumbnail theft is rampant on YouTube, and unfortunately at the end of the day there really isn't much you can do about it. However, like Creek said, he has a little bit of insight to give on sort of how YouTubers work and why this thumbnail theft occurs so often, but I have some things to add.
Stealing from Flamingo, Dennis, Sketch, Creekcraft, and even Gaming with Kev. These guys upload several times a day and are pumping out content.
They upload like 5, 6, 7 videos a day. Like, well, I know how they do it. I'm gonna tell you how they do it, but let's keep watching.
So quickly that they literally threw out any form of respect for other creators' artwork. And they have been caught ripping entire thumbnails on multiple occasions.
The allegations against LankyBox regarding thumbnail and title theft have extended beyond their initial accusations, as evidenced by the continued incidents of stealing complete thumbnails. The ongoing situation has drawn attention and concern within the Roblox community, particularly among fellow content creators who strive to maintain originality and the respect of the intellectual property of others. However, a series that helped my channel a lot in 2024 has to be my expose on Cute Single, which led me to interview her and reveal how she actually is behind the camera. From making some of the most cancer content on YouTube to promoting gambling to children during an apology video, this is the worst Roblox YouTuber in existence. Up until 2022, Cute Single was just another Roblox content creator who had success on TikTok, but in January of that very year, she would begin to upload her TikToks as shorts, gaining only 30 subscribers in a month. Many people would give up hope and stop uploading, but she knew it was only a matter of time before change, and she was right, as in February of 2022, Cute Single's YouTube channel would explode, gaining over 12 million views and 113,000 subscribers by the end of the month. 2022 was an amazing year for Cute Single, but towards the end of 2022, she would get desperate for clout, money, and growth. She had shown signs of immorality by uploading quote-unquote free Roblox shorts in January. However, her behavior would go under the radar for the most part, with her scamming children with promised but not delivered free Roblox content in July of that same year. But as it turns out, in the future, she wouldn't be as lucky. Fast forward, it is January 16th of 2023. Cute Single has just hit the impressive milestone of 3 million subscribers. But this very day would mark the beginning of her impending downfall. A Twitter account with a strong reputation within the Roblox community would make a tweet calling her out for promoting a Roblox gambling site on her YouTube channel to her audience of kids. Popular Roblox YouTuber Cute Single, with over 3 million plus subscribers, has begun advertising Bloxflip, the Roblox gambling website, to her audience of children within the age range of around 8 to 13 years old. These slight advertisements have been featured in multiple videos of hers. On her Twitter profile, she posted multiple tweets asserting that Bloxflip was not a gambling site. On January 21st of 2023, she uploaded a 14-second apology video claiming her intention was to help people. However, it was later discovered that she had taken a video from another channel in a different country and used it as the background for her own video. However, on January 26th of 2023, she released another video apologizing for promoting Bloxflip to her young audience. Curiously, during this video, a pop-up message appeared offering 1 million Robux to 5,000 people on Bloxflip, the very website she apologized for promoting. The video also featured a message at the bottom thanking Bloxflip for sponsoring her video, showing that she takes no accountability for her actions. However, things would just keep getting worse. On April 20th of 2023, she uploaded a YouTube short called "She Ruined My Life." In the video, her avatar was transformed into a black woman, accompanied by the caption, "She killed my kitten," and the way she was trying to portray this video has sparked criticism and backlash, displaying once again her immoral character in the public light. But things would get even worse when this content creator on screen would make a video roasting Roblox Shorts creators, including primarily Cute Single. This video would go viral in the algorithm, gaining over 2.8 million views. At the time, this seemed like a good thing as a creator, bringing attention to her immoral actions and objectively bad content, but the response she would release is something nobody would wish for. The video would start horribly, riddled with unfunny humor and awkward communication. It was clear she had no idea what she was doing, responding to an obviously joke exposed video.
Hi everyone, I am Cute Single and today we will roast my haters back. Easy. Way too formal, y'all know where if you didn't know, people with no fathers is less. Look how much.
And things wouldn't get any better as the video progressed, showing her lack of resilience and skill as a creator on shock factor to build attention, proving that although she is incredibly talented at building an audience, she may perhaps not be the best at keeping one.
Okay, let's watch it.
I swear these YouTube Shorts creators are not any better than TikTok.
Appreciate your input, sir.
Okay, I like the montage, but I don't like the vids.
Her next absolutely groundbreaking contribution to the video would be an ongoing Mr. Beast soy face, which was made in response to a critique made of her horrible usage of pity to gain engagement on her videos, showcasing just how little she really brings to the table as a creator and foreshadowing the soon-to-come downfall of her career.
At me for $100 million?
No.
Like and subscribe if you don't.
Surely everyone would take the 100 million.
Right?
I will slap you.
I don't want to.
This is my fans.
No, I won't. Money won't buy happiness.
I do it for free.
Before ending off the video with a troll short depicting Kaka as the person who ruined her life, but little did she know that this may very well end up being the case.
I will reclaim.
Just a few short days later, she would release a video entitled "We Need to Talk." The video started with the generic YouTube apology format, giving a sigh, acting like she didn't want to make a video like this, something that has been overdone to the point of it even being humorous when still done in the year of 2024. But things would get even worse when she attempted to address her promotion of a gambling site to children, taking no accountability and claiming that her stopping the behavior made her completely free from any accountability for her immoral actions. She would then make a bizarre move of doubling down on this statement, asserting that nobody should hate her for her past, proving that she only intends to blame shift and avoid accountability in this video instead of actually apologizing for her actions. This point would be further elaborated, trying to justify and deflect from her forced apology video, which she essentially shoved down her audience's throats. As a content creator, your audience should be treated with respect, not be manipulated and gaslit into believing they are in the wrong for doing something which is completely your fault. Finally, she would attempt to claim a large amount of people were hating her for her race, a massive demonstration and enlargement of the truth. There were a few comments calling her racist, and this was an obvious way to avoid the truth. Along with everything else, Uwu Cute Single started realizing all the benefits she could gain from exploiting her young fans, first with her using religious beliefs and God as a way to farm engagement. This would lead into more sinister, moral, and even illegal territory as she found success from her shady methods, leading her to follow further down the path of disgusting behavior. But this was all before she would make perhaps one of the worst decisions of her career. Uwu Cute Single would go on stream with a content creator by the name of Creekcraft, and due to the size of his audience, this would bring attention to the situation and caused a very well connected and prominent creator named Steak to notice what was happening. Steak would bring someone into the situation and create an impact that nobody expected. Steak didn't just have a few connections from the Roblox community, he knew someone with a lot of skill and reach, Pat God. But Steak had to know if his audience really wanted to see the collaboration of a century, so he did what any reasonable content creator would do. Steak uploaded a video with a light goal, expecting it barely to hit. Little did he know, he would blow straight through the goal in just a day, so it was time. Steak knew he needed Pat God to roast her. It was meant to be, and on August 8th of 2023, the collaboration nobody expected to happen would release.
I'm crying. I feel bad. Don't be mad, please. But you had like your own dream people. No,
I'm upset right now. I'm upset, okay? Because listen, I want to express my feelings right now because I'm getting very angry right now. Do you understand me? I'm getting very angry because I lost all my money because of you. Because I have no more fucking Robux because of you. Because you ruined my bloody life. You ruined my life. Your name is Uwu Single. So when I fucked you like a wiggle, you better get salty like a pringle. So you better level 13 wiggle.
In April of 2024, I uploaded a video titled "What Happened to Roblox's Most Toxic YouTuber?" But after a massive update, huge new drama, and many asking the questions, where is she now? Has she changed? And if so, how? Today, we'll interview Roblox's most hated YouTuber. Starting from the very beginning, we asked what exactly inspired her to create content in the first place.
When I was a kid, I loved to watch YouTube. That's why at the age of 8 or 9, I made my first YouTube channel.
Was Uwu Cute Single's first channel the one she uploads to today, or instead a secret brand nobody knew about?
Oh, I think this is gonna be my little secret, since I was a kid and there is still a video of me being a kid. I don't want to share it.
Given this wasn't her first rodeo, there had to be a reason that inspired her to create the Uwu Cute Single channel. Was it her motivation or passion, or did she just enjoy views, clout and money, or could it just be pure boredom? So what inspired you to start Uwu Cute Single then?
I think lockdown. Since I was always at home, I was watching TikTok all day, and I found out about Roblox and decided to be one more Roblox content creator.
The true catalyst behind Uwu Cute Single's incredibly successful career was actually the lockdowns that happened in 2020. She was bored and found herself browsing TikTok for hours a day before the idea to create content herself even crossed her mind. This eventually transformed into a massively successful YouTube career, which had a profoundly dark impact on her personal life.
It's actually kind of strange, since people, when they meet me, they don't expect me to act like that. They always think that I have to be, you know, silly.
Like how you are
crazy
on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm not that always crazy, but like they are expecting me to be always happy, you know?
Due to people seeing her as an overly energetic, hyped up, and excited creator, people she interacted with began to expect the same behavior in person, which was completely unrealistic and severely impacted her mental health. However, the same sentiment didn't appear to apply to her close circle, who in fact had the opposite reaction. So what problems came with, you know, blowing up on YouTube? Like, how did it affect your family, your life, your day-to-day life, stuff like that?
Oh, they're really happy that I achieved that. They are so proud of me. They were always believing in me.
Uwu Cute Single's close friends and family were immensely proud of her success. They were cheering her on and were incredibly happy with what she had achieved. However, her road to becoming incredibly successful wasn't exactly easy. She had a serious obstacle early on, trouble finding a niche.
I couldn't find my niche for a long time. I had no idea what exactly to film about, since I told you before that I started to film at the age of 8, I think so. I was filming about Minecraft, about Apple, and all this stuff. Like everything that I only could like try. And then I found Roblox, and this, how you see, was very successful niche.
Are you happy that you blew up in the Roblox niche?
Yes. Yes, of course. I'm really happy.
However, despite her immense gratitude after blowing up, her career wasn't all positive. In fact, there was a dark side to Uwu Cute Single's success, and the most notable part of this was her taking and promoting a gambling website, which ended up being a scam, and promoted it to her young audience. But you're likely asking, why did she do it? How much money did they take? And is this the full story?
So it actually was my first sponsorship at that time. I had no idea how it works, what should I do. You know, I just turned 15 or 16. Like, I had no knowledge. Maybe that's why I just accepted. And yeah, when I like started to connecting with them, they were telling me, yo, that is 100% legal. I had like, I a bit of understood that it might be like a bad decision, but since they were telling me, oh, this site is only for people that is over 18 and this is legal, we have no problems with Roblox, I just trusted them, I think.
Now, while Uwu Cute Single made an objectively bad decision, there's a lot wrong on the part of Bloxflip. She barely understood the agreement she was entering into, as she was, well, only 15 years old at the time. They also blatantly lied to her about the age of the users. Uwu certainly could have made better choices, but at the same time, Bloxflip appears like a predatory corporation, one that took advantage of a naive, inexperienced, and most importantly, 15-year-old Roblox YouTuber, with the only goal being profit for their business. So you were like 15 or 16 at the time that they asked you to do a sponsor on an 18+ website?
Yes, yes. I told you, like, it was my first sponsorship. I had no idea how it works, and I decided to accept it, since, you know, there was no other options. I had no idea that they might be like other people who can be interested in sponsorship.
However, with her controversial mistake came a massive wave of online hate. Videos with hundreds of thousands of views documenting her wrongdoing were exploding in the algorithm. Given the amount of backlash Uwu got, you would expect it affected her negatively. But how much so? And did this amount of drama ruin her mental state permanently? And how did the backlash from like all the drama videos and the drama creators and even Pat God covering like your situation, I guess you would call it, on...
So when I was filming, I was fine, you know, on camera when you can like check the videos. When am I talking about it? You see that I'm happy or something, but behind all these cameras, I just won't lie, I wasn't like sleeping enough, I wasn't eating enough. My parents, they've been always, why are you always crying and all this stuff. I thought like, it's fine.
The drama had not only affected her channel growth negatively, but also severely damaged her mental health. She was finding it difficult to eat, sleep, and function normally as a human being. And this wasn't all, as soon, the effects were even more scary.
I was scared to wake up every single day. I had no sleep since to be in videos, you have to be until 3 a.m. in the morning. And I thought like, oh, it's fine. It was actually a really tough time. I might even have like a trauma of it. You know, when you're like 16, you don't sleep enough, you don't think enough, you're scared to wake up.
It was likely she'd been traumatized by the level of hatred harboring her from the broader Roblox community. Creators like Creekcraft, Pat God, and many Roblox commentary channels likely played a big role in her turmoil.
I was scared to check Twitter. I was really, really scared at that time.
Yeah, because everyone was like attacking you in a sense.
Yeah. And there was like even people who tried to, you know, find my location, trying to get my number, like thousands of messages every day about me. I was scared to open YouTube.
Uwu wasn't just scared of opening social media, she had random people attempting to find her personal information at every corner of the internet. Uwu Cute Single didn't just suffer the internet wrath through a destroyed reputation, but also a ruined life.
Since, you know, when you want money, you're going to do everything, and people were doing like anything to get views of it. Even if I was like trying to connect with them, I was saying, yo, that is not fine, you're just lying. You know?
However, despite the way Uwu Cute Single was portrayed by many, she was a very different person behind the scenes. She wasn't an immoral scamming freak, but instead a human with solid morals. Sure, she committed many sins throughout her rapid rise to stardom, but she was more than willing to learn and most importantly repent. Additionally, her young age is an incredibly important factor in analyzing her trajectory. How many people do stupid, impulsive, or even morally dubious things at 15 years old? Sure, Uwu Cute Single's negative actions have been placed in the court of public opinion, and that's precisely where she's being judged so hard. However, there's an even more important question to be answered. So after all the drama happened and everyone was making videos on you and stuff, did that like kill your motivation to upload, or like kill your motivation for YouTube as a whole?
At some point, yes, but as soon as the drama was out, that drama ended, I decided to be like as I was before, you know, making shorts, making trends, and how you see, I'm still doing the same thing.
Was the hate that Uwu Cute Single got in any way justified, deserved, or was it completely uncalled for? We've already covered the elements that weren't acceptable, including taking the Blox Flip sponsorship, using immoral strategies for engagement, and making questionable statements about religion. However, Uwu Cute Single was a clearly talented, motivated, and successful YouTuber. She put in years of her life learning how to make viral content, and at the age of 15, she achieved more than most humans will in their entire life lifetime, which really raises the question, did she deserve to be judged like a fully grown adult for her dumb decisions she made as a child? Should we really judge Uwu Cute Single as an unsavable, horrific human, or instead realize she's a human and like everyone else makes a mistake with massive capacity for change? So would you say Blox Flip was just an honest mistake that you made because you were 15, 16 at the time?
Yes, I think it was like, I mean, I have a regret about it, like making it, but I can do anything with that. The only thing I can actually do right now is that, to help, you know, people who have no knowledge about small sponsorship. Since, you know, Roblox creators most of them are minors, right?
Yeah.
So they might get in the same trouble as me without knowing it, and I think it's a really, really big problem.
The sentiment is even further backed up by her final response to the Blox Flip drama, where it's evidently very clear that she feels genuinely remorseful for her wrongdoing. Although she didn't explain it the best she could, you have to factor in a few things. First of all, how old she was when all of this was going down. Second, her mental health during this ordeal. And lastly, that she didn't grow up with Western culture and doesn't completely understand responding to drama and this whole PR thing. Additionally, she's willing to even further and help those who've been duped by the obviously disgusting company, showing that she's not just willing to talk the talk, but also walk the walk. But some people don't know that a lot of the drama wasn't exactly real.
Also, like, many of the interactions I had with YouTubers have been staged and scripted purposely for money and to make me look bad. This is the only thing that I can actually say about that. That's why I've been always saying that you should not trust everything that you see on the internet.
Many of the creators, who won't be named, had allegedly faked content surrounding her name. According to Uwu, they did it for clout, money, and views, making her look far worse than she actually was. However, whether you believe that or not is fully up to you. Uwu Cute Single's 3 years on YouTube have been highly eventful. She became one of Roblox's largest creators in a matter of months, growing an empire, just over 10 million subscribers. She also generated an unfathomable level of views, attention, and therefore money at only 15 years old. She discovered the secrets to generating virality across multiple platforms. However, this level of power and therefore responsibility at such a young age made her life worse than it was. Uwu Cute Single wasn't ready for what she'd been given. While it seemed positive on the surface, it seemed she didn't know everything that she needed to. Uwu didn't really have a full grasp on the impact her actions could have on the Roblox community. Therefore, it was really no surprise that she found herself embroiled in drama, controversy, and awful decisions. However, one thing that's been made clear with the recording of this interview and the analysis we've conducted is the true motive of Uwu Cute Single's actions. Behind the mask of her online persona, Uwu seems to be a normal girl. She may have made some stupid mistakes, but none of it was really driven by evil. As a famous quote states, "Any sufficiently advanced incompetence is indistinguishable from malice." In other terms, it's often hard to tell whether someone is simply incompetent or malicious, and in the case of Uwu Cute Single, she doesn't appear evil. While we won't claim she had no role in what happened, there's certainly an important distinction to be made. Uwu Cute Single's controversial history will go down as one of the most bizarre dramas in Roblox history, a story of how one completely unaware teen made a series of not so great choices, leading to her reputation becoming a shell of what it once was. However, nobody deserved the hate more than Master Oogway this year. Master Oogway is a massive meme YouTuber who went viral for popularizing the Master Oogway meme. However, he would do something extremely weird this year that would ultimately mark the end of his career. You see, Master Oogway didn't want the fame he had gotten. After all, his subscriber count was inflated from YouTube Shorts, he was a nobody behind his meme branding, and nobody actually cared about him. This would lead to many videos making out-of-pocket jokes about racism and flat out saying the hard R. This would obviously lead to the termination of his channel, and unfortunately for him, nobody would talk about him since. And nowadays, he just posts on X since that's the only platform that allows him to be racist. However, Mr. Bunny is a name that if you were active in the Roblox community this month, you will definitely recognize. Mr. Bunny is a Mexican Roblox YouTuber with over 170,000 subscribers who would go viral for all the wrong reasons. This was because another YouTuber, Paulo, would expose his actions to the entire community. This all started towards the end of 2023 and beginning of 2024 when he would upload a UGC accessory to Roblox that was a degenerate and inappropriate item called natural milk. It was supposed to be some sort of joke about breast milk, I guess. But even thinking of making that type of joke on a platform full of kids is insane to me. He has also been known to base his Mr. Bunny mascot from the has-been hotel character Angel Dust, who is canonically known for being a gay porn star. A bit weird if you ask me to base your character off that when you upload content to primarily kids. Mr. Bunny would also be accused of having a predatory relationship with somebody who was 15 when he was 20.
As you can tell, Mr. Bunny relied on the testimony of someone called Danny Ocean, who was someone very close to Mr. Bunny at the time. And as of recently, a video came out systematically proving that Mr. Bunny had taken advantage of this Danny person. And his close friends, as well as him, essentially covered up her real age the entire time and allegedly lied that she was 18 when in reality in 2021, she was 15 years of age.
Creekcraft also got just as much hate as Mr. Bunny this year, but not for what you would think. As in May of 2023, controversy began to brew.
So a few days ago, Fling uploaded this video called Rigging the Roblox Awards. And for the majority of the video, he's just messing around and like trolling, but for the last few categories, he actually gave some serious takes. And his drama starts when he gave his take on the best video star this year. For best video star, one name that's going to keep coming up is Creekcraft. He's one of the biggest Roblox YouTubers, and like everyone in their mall is probably going to vote for him. But Flamingo actually said otherwise.
One of Roblox's largest YouTubers, Flamingo, was making a video on the Roblox Creator Awards. Creekcraft was a popular nominee that was bound to receive Creator of the Year. But what if Flamingo had an opposing opinion?
Creek is a bit, there's a lot of like content farmy stuff. It just doesn't appeal to me, and like a lot of news update type videos. Like, zoom in on this. What happened? It's very Mr. Beastified.
And would people agree with him? Shortly after, Creekcraft would respond to the clip in a comment which read, "I'm always open to criticism, but I find it funny when people say I shifted my content to appeal more to kids, when the opposite is actually true," before explaining how he completely disagreed with Flamingo's assessment. The two largest game genres on Roblox and YouTube are simulators and roleplay games. Most Roblox YouTubers fall into one of those two categories because those games get the most views. Those genres also almost completely appeal to kids, explaining how his content is targeted to an older audience. He joined the Misfits and swears in his videos, all to prove Flamingo was wrong. But was Creekcraft in the wrong? And was Flamingo right? Both sides had a point, but that's for you to decide. Similarly unclear was Creekcraft's next major controversy, which began with a heartbreaking moment in his life. In early 2024, Creekcraft would tear up on stream after announcing his grandmother was extremely ill.
My grandma has been battling dementia for a few years now. She's like 85, 86. And for anyone, if you don't know what dementia is, it's basically where you forget everything, right? Like everything. And over the past few weeks, it's gotten really bad.
And it wasn't getting any better, and this would take a toll on Creekcraft's mental health because he knew that his grandma was clearly near her end.
To the point where she's not really eating or drinking anything, right? Which obviously is not good. Took her to the hospital. They did the scans, did the tests. Basically found out that she has reached the end stage of dementia.
Therefore, it was no surprise that a couple days later, Creekcraft made a community tab post reading, "Sorry for not streaming much this week. A few years ago, my grandma was diagnosed with dementia and unfortunately passed away earlier this week after her dementia started rapidly progressing. However, not everyone in the Roblox community saw this situation as seriously as Creek did. There were many trolls who saw this as an opportunity to get viewership by being as disrespectful as humanly possible, starting with this first despicable troll with video quality so horrible that a literal dog could have created more entertaining content. And the video got even worse as it progressed. It was more than clear that the creator had no respect for the dead, nor Creekcraft's feelings. But as a simple YouTube search revealed, he wasn't the only degenerate freak looking for attention. There was many more people disrespecting Creekcraft and his family. However, this one particular video stuck out as especially slimy, dishonest, and vomit-inducing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another W video. Today we have some great news to cover that Creekcraft grandma just passed away.
There was another attention-seeking psycho who took advantage of the situation just to get less than 100,000 views, completely destroying any reputation or credibility for the slightest bit of relevance.
This image is starting to give me some nightmares. And my final words is that Che de veras it. LMA, like I don't give shit about somebody dying. And this is what happens if you don't support UQ Tesingle. Anyways, buy, like, and sub if you support UQ Tesingle.
It was without a doubt that Creekcraft's mourning was being exploited by clout leeches. The situation was to the starved with no morality, the gift that kept on giving, and perhaps their strategy quote-unquote worked in the short term, but you can never take back that kind of disrespect. On the other hand, Roblox drama creator Paolo uploaded an ordinary video on the subject that gained nearly 1 million views from talking about their antics. However, on the opposite side of the equation, many people were genuinely disgusted at the disrespect. Comments like, "It's absolutely sickening to see people making fun of someone's loss. It just shows how heartless and cruel some people can be. My condolences to Creek and his family. Let's spread love and support instead of hate." Along with, "I lost many ancestors, most of them. I never got to meet my great-grandma Roxy with everything to me, and I thought, can things get any worse than this? After I moved on, I found out that my Jamaican grandpa was in the hospital and his condition was deteriorating, and it wasn't likely that he was going to make it out. I moved on from his death, but they're both a part of my heart." With another commenter saying, "Man, I can't agree more with you on this one. Like, the fact people got joy out of commenting such stuff under a post of someone telling their loved one has passed away is just disgusting. I really appreciate the fact you put time and effort into making this video to spread awareness that such terrible people exist. Also, great edit at the end." The comments would clearly illustrate the disgust pretty well. However, some people had the opposite opinion. They saw Creekcraft's own community post announcing his grandmother's passing, along with him discussing it on stream as a way to get attention from her illness. Was this true? Did Creekcraft use his grandmother's passing to gain attention? Well, obviously f***ing not. Creekcraft on the surface seems like a very good person, and I highly doubt for even a second he would do something so scummy for some views. My condolences go out to Creekcraft and his family, and you the viewer, just know you always have support somewhere, and to never let disrespectful comments get inside of your head. But one looming question remained. Why did Mr. Beast kick Creekcraft out of his big video where every other YouTuber would compete for money? Was it because Mr. Beast saw the hate Creekcraft got this year, or was it because of something else? How would he end up getting invited to a Mr. Beast video? Mr. Beast knows many creators across multiple niches on the platform, and gaming is one of the biggest on YouTube. However, what many of you probably don't know is that Roblox is one of the most viral across all of YouTube gaming, and there are only a few creators close to 10 million subscribers. Mr. Beast couldn't pick LankyBox due to their terrible reputation, so Creekcraft was a safe pick, right? Well, for anyone who watched the video, there were many notable creators present, but Creek was nowhere to be seen, raising the questions, why wasn't he in the video? Did Creek leave on his own accord, or was he instead kicked for an unspecific and suspicious reason? In a livestream Creek did, where he would watch the new Mr. Beast video, he would also address the events surrounding his absence from the episode. Creekcraft would carefully lay out and detail exactly what happened on that day.
About a month ago, I flew to, I gotta be careful what I say because the video is not out yet. I don't want to spoil anything. About a month ago, I flew to Mr. Beast's headquarters in North Carolina, and let me grab some photos here. I got some photos. Basically, I was part of this thing.
It was a calm moment before the storm of scrutiny began to swell around Creekcraft's absence from Mr. Beast's video. Initially, it seemed like a straightforward case of scheduling conflicts or logistical challenges that prevented his participation. Creekcraft even alluded to these circumstances in a brief explanation, suggesting that he was indeed approached by Mr. Beast's team through Carl, a trusted member of his crew. However, as details emerged and speculation mounted, deeper questions surfaced. Why did Creekcraft, who was initially considered for inclusion in the video, ultimately not make the final cut? Was it purely a matter of availability, or were there underlying factors at play?
We scroll over, we got Kai right there. There he is. Right, there's the couch that they were on in the video, right? So like Creekcraft. Where were you at in the video? It's fake, it's not fake. I promise it's not fake. I'm actually there. I got a video of it. Y'all want a video? I got a video, look. I got a video. Oh wait, no, I don't have a video. I did have a video, but I don't have a video. But look, here's another screenshot. There's another screenshot right there, right? Another screenshot right there. I have the actual, I have the shirt and jacket that they gave me. Here I am on the bus. Right, here I am on the bus, right? Here I am on the bus. There's me right there, right? So the question is, why is Creekcraft? What happened to Creekcraft? Where did he go? So it's not fake. I swear, I promise. I actually like. I have the shirt. I can show you the shirt and jacket and everything when I get home, right? Okay, so about a week before the video was being filmed, Carl calls me. He's like, yo, we're doing this video where we take 50 of the top creators in the world and they're competing for like $1 million. Would you like to possibly be in it? Possibly, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. That's great, let's do it.
The journey to the Mr. Beast video set was a testament to the expensive reach and influence of the Mr. Beast brand. Creekcraft's experience, as he described it, underscored the scale and professionalism of Mr. Beast's operations. From the way he was escorted to the set, to the atmosphere surrounding the shoot, Creekcraft conveyed a sense of admiration and excitement. His positive impressions highlighted the evolution of Mr. Beast from a YouTuber known for extravagant challenges to a multi-talented entrepreneur with a global impact. Despite the initial excitement and positive feedback, the lingering question of why Creekcraft ultimately did not appear in the video still was on everybody's minds. The circumstances surrounding his absence remained shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation and curiosity within the online community. Did Mr. Beast really kick Creekcraft out of his video, or was it because of his recent irrelevance? And why did this happen?
So what happens is, I think it was like June 2nd. June 2nd, Mr. Beast books me a flight to North Carolina, which is where he's at, right? And get on the plane. I get off the plane. I'm just going to tell you all the whole experience, right? I get off the plane, And as soon as I get off the plane in the airport, there's like people in suits like waiting for me, you know, like, oh my God, Creekcraft, come with me, right? I get escorted through the airport into like a black SUV. It was like the craziest thing ever. I felt like the freaking president, right? And the SUV had like food in it, drinks, Mr. Beast bars, all that, right?
Creek began to explain why he wasn't in the video, and it didn't really make sense to begin with.
They drive us to the hotel, right? There's like a special hotel that all the YouTubers are staying in. I wish I had a photo of me in the jacket, but you can see it. You can see it here in the MatPat photo, right? It says Creekcraft on it right there, right? Anyway, I get to the hotel and they have my suit, my jacket, and all that there. And then we go to like a Mr. Beast party, right? I'm not lying. I promise. I promise. I promise, chat. I promise you. I promise you. This is not Photoshop. How could this be Photoshop when I tweeted this before Mr. Beast even announced the video? I tweeted this over a month ago, chat. I tweeted this over a month ago. The video wasn't even announced yet. Anyway. We get there. I go to like the Mr. Beast party and all that, right? We're hanging out. I'm hanging out with Sam and Colby, Carl, playing poker, all that kind of stuff. Really, really fun, right?
Why would Mr. Beast fly out Creekcraft if he wasn't even in the video?
This challenge was the top 50 creators in the world, right? And they were flying in creators from everywhere, right? Like some of the people in that video were from, you know, countries on the other side of the planet, right? We had like so many different people from so many different countries there.
However, as he went into more detail, everything began to really make sense.
And so the problem, the potential problem, is what happens if one of those creators didn't make it in time. I was number 51. So if there were any creators that didn't get there in time, I was the replacement. I was the backup. And so they had me there just in case somebody else didn't make it. Speed didn't make it there in time. I don't know what happened to Speed, but that I was number 51, right? I was number 51. I'm not lying. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear. Look at this tweet. Chat, look at this tweet from a month ago. The video wasn't even announced yet, chat. The video wasn't even announced. Look, June 4th, 2024. This is literally the day the video was being filmed.
But the ominous question still remains. Why did Mr. Beast kick Creekcraft from the video? What led to him no longer being in the upload? And more importantly, did Creek deserve it? In a previous video on the channel, we discussed how Creekcraft's career was dying. His viewership decreased by tens of millions of views a month in less than a year. But why? Creek's content has become boring, repetitive, and most importantly, incredibly inauthentic. Over the past few months, his personality has become incredibly stale, his videos aren't anything special anymore, and his name is still respected in the Roblox community. He completely abandoned the audience that made him so popular to begin with. However, nothing compares to what we found out about Kaneko Kitten this year. The 18th of December 1998, a young boy named Brian Seeger, who will be referred to as Kaneko from now on, was born in the seaside state of Florida. Growing up with his two parents, Kaneko was a pretty lonely kid, therefore it was no surprise he used video games as an escape from his daily life. He started uploading Roblox videos as a teenager, but didn't really gain any traction until the summer of 2018. However, soon everything would change. At just 20 years old, Kaneko was making tens of thousands of dollars every single month, amassing hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and making an insurmountable impact on the Roblox community. From exposing the flaws of Roblox's terrible updates to creating videos that took down the most vile predators YouTubers in the community. Kaneko Kitten was what many would call the leafiest here of the Roblox community. This was the height of Kaneko's empire, and he truly believed nobody could stop him. However, Kaneko's morals were as honest as a clown at a circus show, which is why, on the 29th of October 2023, one video by user Napi would crumble his empire.
In this video, I plan to respond to the allegations made against me, as well as providing context to a lot of the controversies that I was involved in, the most significant of which is Kaneko's document of me. Due to the serious nature of what I discuss in this video, I've planned everything that I had to say ahead of time, as I want to make sure that I cover everything properly.
The video, which began with a harrowing foreshadow of the lies soon to be exposed, and Napi soon discussed Kaneko Kitten's extensive malicious lies and hypocrisy. At the time Napi posted the video, many people believed Kaneko to be the moral arbiter of the Roblox community. Therefore, it shocked many people when the true depth of Kaneko's deplorable actions were exposed in its entirety.
In Kaneko's document, he spoke extensively about my abusive behavior towards him in 2020 and that I would use my arm to manipulate him into spending time with me. He provided multiple screenshots of our private messages to validate those claims. I'm not going to deny any of that. To say that I treated him extremely poorly would be an understatement. I was abusive, I was manipulative, and I did hurt myself and I did send him those pictures. There is no excuse for my behavior and I deserve to be called out for that. Since the beginning of 2021, I haven't hurt myself deliberately, and I'm no longer taking my antidepressants.
Although Napi wasn't a great partner, Kaneko had painted him as the sole instigator of any behavior. Not only was this not true, it was a bold-faced lie. Kaneko wasn't just being dishonest, but lying about an incredibly serious situation. And this wasn't even the worst part, as the information Kaneko lied about had extreme power. It had power to either make or break his Roblox YouTube empire.
For some context, these screenshots are from a video I recorded of our conversations long after we'd had them. The deleted user is me, but the account actually isn't deleted. I had just renamed it to that. The earliest recorded encounter I had with Kaneko was in September of 2019. I believe we had earlier encounters, but this is all I had recorded. This screenshot was from the same time. However, I excluded some messages here because it shows an explicit picture of me that I do not want to be shown publicly. Here's a conversation from a few days later where I had another encounter with Kaneko. And here's a conversation from the same time later that month. I had many more encounters with Kaneko around this time. However, my point was that this was not a one-sided relationship. Kaneko and I both did this willingly and mutually. Kaneko had stated in his document that he never once asked me for This is completely untrue, and I had never sent him without his permission. At the time Kaneko made his document, he deleted a bunch of our chat logs. The reason I believe he did this was so that he could capture a very specific narrative in his document.
However, soon enough, it was revealed that not only was Kaneko a legal adult during the events that conspired, but also, even worse, that Napi was underage. However, Kaneko also made himself look even more malicious by releasing a horrible response, so bad that it could be the true catalyst behind his incoming downfall. The day of Napi's video release, Kaneko posted a lengthy community tab apologizing, where he failed to show any sincerity or take any responsibility. But there was a few things that Kaneko's post achieved. He continued to play victim, blamed Napi for his own actions, and even attempted to escape the allegations. It was at this point that Kaneko couldn't escape. His downfall was coming either way, and this fact was made even worse by an awful response video Kaneko soon released.
This video is going to serve as a quick, honest response to allegations I've seen circle about me on the internet over the past few days. I've made a statement on my Twitter account publicly addressing this already, but I do believe moving forward, the best thing to do is to address this to my audience. The statement that I recently put on onto my main Twitter account was very much emotionally charged and written on a whim. So I've gotten past that point and would really like to just be upfront about everything here. A couple years ago, I had a relationship with another YouTuber under the name of Narpe, whom of which recently came out with a YouTube video talking about a Google document that I made a few years ago surrounding his behavior.
Kaneko's response began incredibly inauthentic, sending the audience a clear message that he wasn't being real.
And going into details about our personal relationship. Considering the age difference was barely above 2 years, I didn't really see much of a moral issue with it back then. Before I go into talking about our relationship, I do need to talk about context, which is the document that I made. A few years ago, back in January 2021, I released a lengthy Google document detailing various amounts of abusive behavior that Max was displaying towards several friends and me at the time. And at the time that I wrote this document, it was the climax of our relationship.
And as it went on, things weren't getting any better. Kaneko was being extremely deceitful.
When he was being extremely abusive towards me, and I wrote that really purely as a way to try to exit the situation that was ongoing with him. I obviously could have handled this in a much different and better way than a manipulative one-sided document, and I do apologize for doing that. This document is very manipulative, and it paints our entire relationship to be as if it's one-sided, or that I never gave in or was complicit with this relationship whatsoever. I made several excuses for my actions in this relationship and made it seem like it was not a mutual relationship between the two of us.
However, Kaneko's response was nothing but a castle built upon the sand of lies instead of the truth. He was a drama YouTuber with no integrity or moral compass.
I did not once call him a inside of this document, but I did include old allegations which very much could have made it seem like that was the case. I personally knew these allegations inside of the document to be false, and they were included inside of it to point out manipulative behavior that he had done towards other people. Obviously, the wording inside of the document could be done a lot better, and I could totally understand how it looks like and how it would totally direct people to believe otherwise.
Kaneko's complete dishonesty was more than clear, and the audience knew that his entire career was nothing but a faulty facade ready to crumble. And soon enough, there was a bridge of incidents that toppled his empire.
Anyway, so this is what he posted. I do have permission to show this, by the way, but he posted this on the 28th of October, so only the other day, and he posted a video that's from a guy called Narp. Now, I don't really know a lot about this person. I think they did like Minecraft meme videos or something. I swear I watched one a few years ago. Anyway, Kaneko was saying he highly encourages everyone to watch this video. Narpi has come forward about his side of our relationship, and I would like to verify that everything he put in this video is 100% true and not a lie. So
on the 22nd of November 2023, YouTuber Green Lego Cats 123 uploaded a video titled Kaneko Kitten is Gone, which discussed an interesting and much needed update that crumbled Kaneko's already ruined reputation.
This Kaneko Kitten situation took a couple of really strange turns yesterday, and now he has disappeared from YouTube. Most of y'all are probably aware by now, but if you're not, Kaneko was exposed for doing some highly immoral and even illegal things.
Green Lego Cat's video revealed that Kaneko had not only privated all of his videos and responded horribly, but there was also a new development which changed everything.
It was radio silent up until yesterday afternoon when Kaneko randomly dropped a video titled The Bigger Picture, which was also the name of his doc on Narpi. The video came out of nowhere, and I don't say that just because it dropped randomly at 5 p.m. PST on a Monday night, but the video itself is just bizarre.
When the accusations came to light, Kaneko privated his YouTube channel. Was Kaneko temporarily deleting his channel only to make a return when the drama went down, or was his reign as Roblox Bigger's commentator over for good?
Virtually the whole video is Kaneko talking about how bad of a person Narpi was while not addressing any of his actions during it. And honestly, there's really not much else to say about it because it was just further proving something about Narpi that was already known by many. He ended off the video with this whole "I'm making my life better" rhetoric and thanking those who stuck with him, which feels a lot like guilt-trippy sympathy baiting.
Unfortunately for Kaneko, things didn't seem to get any better, as soon, members of the broader YouTube community began picking up the story.
Well, unfortunately, Kaneko Kitten has been exposed, okay? He's been exposed for some allegations.
Turkey Tom, Parlo, and GDI were just three of the largest creators to take a swing at Kaneko's dying empire.
I had enough of this sack of crap, dude. I had enough, dude, okay? I had enough of his show.
However, there was one video which truly marked the end of Kaneko Kitten's reign. On the 17th of November 2023, a small Roblox drama creator named Shinzu uploaded an over 36-minute long video documenting Kaneko's entire YouTube journey.
Kaneko Kitten is a name that you've definitely heard of before if you're in the Roblox community, but if you're not involved in his hellhole, you may have came across a YouTuber who talked about Roblox topics every single day, or at least seen one of his videos on your homepage. But as of recently, Kaneko Kitten has has been called out for making disgusting acts that could potentially ruin his entire career. And funny enough, he used to call out people who would do something similar to what he did.
The video started with a lengthy discussion of Kaneko's rise to fame,
where he posted his first ever video called Roblox, Phantom Force's commentary talking about channel. And when you play the video, it starts off with him stating that it's his first episode on the channel and that the channel would start off with Roblox and Minecraft, but may occasionally branch off to some other games along the way.
What's good, guys? This is my first episode ever, and it's just on Phantom Force. It's just gonna be kind of a commentary video, so feel free to tag along with it, alright guys? Alright, so where do I want to go with this channel? This channel is going to be about Roblox and Minecraft, obviously, but I might branch off to other games occasionally.
Shinzu detailed who Kaneko was before he rose to popularity, his humble beginnings as a small Roblox gaming creator, and the beginnings of his blow-up.
He continued making Roblox videos and managed to hit the huge milestone of 1 million subscribers, which meant that he was the biggest Roblox commentary YouTuber on the platform.
But as the video went on, he then went in depth on the many milestones Kaneko hit during his lengthy YouTube career.
Hi there. Wanted to take time for a moment to just give a quick, direct, honest thank you. At the time of making this video, we are incredibly close to 1 million subscribers, under 2,000 away from reaching 1 million subscribers on this YouTube channel.
Before explaining Kaneko's reasons for quitting, every detail about his controversial relationship with Napi, and his last post before vanishing completely.
This all started on January 6, 2021, where Kaneko would make a call-out post about Napi on Twitter stating that he has emotionally abused him and many others, gaslighted him, targeted adults into advances, and more. He showed a lot of proof in a 50-plus page document to back up his claims. If you don't know who Narpi is, he is a YouTuber with over 600,000 subscribers and gained his popularity from making viral memes that transferred over to Discord. Another YouTuber named Lonzo made a brief summary about his call-out and the proof that was shown.
It would open up with him saying that Narpi had been emotionally and psychologically manipulating him and others. Now he wants to put everything to rest and show people what he's like behind the scenes.
Shinzu had only 10,000 subscribers at the time that the video was uploaded, but in a matter of weeks, the video would pass hundreds of thousands, 500,000, and eventually 1 million views.
So, since he went from calling out people who committed horrible acts to being called out for committing horrible acts, what's next? Well, nothing.
But there is still one imperative question we haven't answered yet. What was the true catalyst behind Kaneko's rapid rise and even faster fall? Upon hours of investigation, we have an answer. Well, two theories. And the first one is not what you'd expect. Throughout his entire ordeal, there has been one trait of Kaneko's personality revealed clearer than day. How could someone hide accusations of such a serious situation so well? It really boils down to one personality trait extremely present in the case of Kaneko Kitten, a propensity for deceit. Kaneko's dishonesty, lies, and downright exploitation of the facts was not only very much present in his career-ruining controversy with Napi, but also his content. Kaneko was known to mischaracterize or even lie about situations for an extra $1. Given the circumstances of his disappearance, there were two main questions that remained. First, what exactly happened to Kaneko Kitten? And more importantly, where exactly is he now? The first theory behind Kaneko's disappearance is not what you'd expect. Prior to his channel's privatization, Kaneko Kitten was uploading very different type of content throughout his entire reign on the YouTube platform. Beforehand, he'd be posting a singular form of viral content, Roblox drama commentaries. However, his true passion was clearly elsewhere, as when the views faded, his attention shifted. He'd begin a secondary channel where he would upload IRL storytime videos, such as his experience working at the restaurant Subway.
So something you guys might not know is before YouTube or anything like that took off, I worked a couple of jobs here and there. And one of the main jobs that I found myself working at as a teenager / young adult was Subway. Now I've made plentiful amounts of stories about Subway and time working there and my experiences with it, but I've had this one on my mind. I've had this story on my mind for the past week, and I have to tell it because I need to understand how you guys feel about this one.
And one thing was abundantly clear within these new videos he uploaded, a new air of authenticity. In the past, Kaneko's entire platform, presence, and personality was a facade of lies, ready to crumble down.
This is going to be about the story of the weirdest guy I ever worked with. No exaggeration, no bull. This guy just had like straight up no filter whatsoever. When you work at a Subway, usually it is 2 people on your shift. One person is going to be the closer and the other person is going to be the pre-closer. I was the designated closer most of the time for most shifts. So the other guy, the new guy that came in, was the pre-closer. At least he was training to be the pre-closer because the other one just quit before that.
The videos showed his full personality. They displayed another side of Kaneko Kitten that not many people discussed, the real Brian. And as the video of his subway story time progressed, even more of his real character began to be exposed.
Hey Bo, you know, it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm chilling, I come in and this new pre-closer is there that I haven't seen before. And you know, I try to make friends of people I'm working with because I don't want things to be awkward and just saying nothing the entire time. It makes the whole experience just a lot more unbearable for everyone involved. So I make conversation and I make friends with the guy, just going like, yeah, I've been working here for a while. It's kind of chill. There's nothing really wrong with it. So we become friends pretty quickly and we're chilling.
During Kaneko's time uploading to this new channel, he revealed that his hobbies went far further than just playing Roblox. In fact, placing self-improvement and working out as incredibly important. Therefore, Kaneko's disappearance from the platform is really no surprise. He'd become a gym bro and stopped uploading on his main account, and the accusations were just the final nail in the coffin as he wanted to live a normal life and likely still does. However, the second main theory is far more disturbing. On May 11th of 2024, disgraced Roblox drama YouTuber Nothorix, or otherwise known as Natastrio, uploaded an alarming video exposing even more accusations levied against Kaneko Kitten, and this time it was far worse than before.
And that's all I was really shown, and he cherry-picked that, obviously. As now everything's out, I know I was lied to. To be more specific, and this is the part that actually made me sick when I put 2 and 2 together, pun unintended, he came to me a total of 4 times to discuss this. So when he says that he was told by people he was overthinking it, I can also tell you that he was definitely overthinking it.
Nat definitely appeared an unreliable narrator. However, the information she displayed seemed intriguing at the very least. Maybe she had something that everyone else didn't know about surrounding Kaneko's disappearance.
Or I would say, thinking about it a lot, it wouldn't be an overthink. It's kind of reasonable to think about this quite a lot considering you did what you did. Now these 4 times that he came to me to talk about this, sadly I again don't have screenshots of this as this discussion happened on a deleted account. But none of these 4 times he came to me to talk about this were in close proximity.
And to no surprise, the 2 had behind the scenes contact. They were both YouTubers and weirdos, so the stars aligned almost perfectly.
There was a period of time between each one of these, and I learned that in Miss Keeping's documents, so what I ended up being shown is Miss Keeping's unreleased documents about Kaneko, which I will be paraphrasing in the most simplest form. Kaneko Kitten, the person who came to me in private to discuss this situation with him and Miss Keeping 4 individual times.
However, the information Nat revealed next turned the Kaneko Kitten story far more disturbing than ever before. Not only did it change the allegations levied against him, but gave another theory of a strong motive for him to leave the internet.
The information that isn't public is that he didn't just get pictures from Napi and Miss Keeping. He didn't just lie that the relationship was purely platonic, because it wasn't just a case of him lying about that. Kaneko Kitten, Brian Seeger, allegedly in this document, which I guess will come out sooner or later in some form, alleges that Kaneko had met with Miss Keeping on 4 occasions at a hotel. Kaneko Kitten allegedly had with Miss Keeping at a hotel on 4 occasions.
Kaneko Kitten had not only exchanged inappropriate images with, but potentially had relations with them. This new accusation took the Kaneko Kitten story to a whole other level of crazy. It raised questions like, why did Kaneko Kitten truly leave the internet? Did he leave for personal reasons, or to avoid facing the even more severe allegations made against him? And most importantly, will he ever make a return? But what exactly did Kaneko Kitten do? Why did he continue to contact his victims after the behavior was exposed to the public? And how do we even know this information? The ever-growing wrongdoing of Kaneko Kitten would finally be exposed when victim Napi began contact with popular Roblox commentator Paolo. Napi had been receiving unsolicited and creepy emails from Kaneko's alternate accounts following the exposure. So what did Kaneko say to Napi? How did he attempt to manipulate him into silence? And most importantly, why was this made public to begin with? Napi and Paolo came to an agreement, one that allowed Kaneko's behavior to finally see the light of day. On the 12th of July 2024, 2024, Roblox creator Paolo uploaded a video exposing some disturbing truths about Kaneko Kitten's behavior towards prior victims. But what exactly was this behavior? Why did he do it? And can he ever return? Paolo would reveal that Kaneko was allegedly still in contact with his second underage victim, coercing them into staying silent, signaling a complete lack of accountability and, more importantly, selfish and malicious behavioral intent.
Now, he has on numerous occasions sent emails to Napi over the course of many months in a desperate attempt to try and get back in contact with him and win him back onto his side, because unfortunately Kaneko Kitten managed to win over his other victim and they're on good terms again, despite the fact that he quite literally did a plethora of vile things to them and took advantage of them on numerous occasions, and seeing him admit to having contact with this other minor is so unsettling and unnerving to process.
To make matters worse, this wasn't all, as his initial victim, Napi, would expose how he'd been trying to do the same to him. And while the behavior prior to his Napi hit piece was horrific, what happened after was perhaps even more disturbing.
And he goes on to claim that he's getting professional help as he's extremely manipulative and admits to being a compulsive liar. Kaneko goes on to state that he wasn't mad and didn't hate Napi, and he doesn't expect to be forgiven, and most importantly, he states in his own words, "I will not bother you again beyond this email. I will stay out of your life and leave you alone. I'm not expecting a response to this." And it ends off with a little statement showing how much he cares for Napi, the person he literally slandered, abused, and lied about for numerous years, only up until Napi had to reveal his side of the story. Now, what's so funny about this as well is Kaneko, the self-admitted liar, goes on to make a hit-piece video on Napi not even 10 days later after making this email to him.
Paolo exposed how after Napi cut off Kaneko and wished to go no contact, he'd continued to email him, acting manipulative, selfish, and greedy. The goal was clear. Kaneko wanted Napi under his finger, and he'd do everything and anything to achieve it. However, the true depth to which this creepy and degenerative behavior reached was something nobody could have predicted.
He opens up by stating, "I understand how you feel about me as a person, but I know everything about you since 2016, whether you like it or not," which is an extremely weird and creepy thing to be stating to someone who quite evidently wants no contact with you whatsoever because of the vile you did with them. He goes on to share his personal life situation in an attempt to once again present himself as a big victim and to guilt trip. He brings up the fact how he almost died due to a seizure and was hospitalized 2 weeks prior to typing the email, followed by him talking about his epilepsy diagnosis. Keep in mind, the name of this account, Lunastars, is Kaneko Kitten's new alias, and it is the same name of the account that emailed him back in November. Now, he claims the paragraph of him covering his seizures and hospitalization wasn't so that he could get sympathy, despite the fact that it quite literally was. Just because he says it wasn't, doesn't mean that wasn't his intention to begin with, because once again, according to even his own words, he's a manipulative person and a compulsive liar. He states that he's willing to speak to them once again, and that he successfully manipulated his other victim to be on good terms with him again. He states he had no plans on ever coming back to the internet, and that if you don't want me to contact you again, then I won't. He ends off by stating that despite his medical condition, his life is getting better. He follows up the email with yet another email stating, "It's just been fairly hard to get you off my mind," and that he felt it was necessary for him to dump a massive text war of victimizing himself and sympathy baiting, because he believed Napi would be interested in hearing about it.
Paolo's video went further into detail on Kaneko's new creepy behavior. He exposed how Kaneko was not only in contact attempting to woo Napi into forgiving him, but tracking Napi's address, personal accounts, and using private details to haze him into responding. It was clear Kaneko didn't really think these messages would reach the light of day. The way he chose to respond indicated that in his mind, this would stay a private matter, but unfortunately for him, Napi wouldn't accept his manipulative apologies, and Paolo's video, if anything, achieved the complete opposite of what he wanted. Kaneko's behavior on its own is beyond disgusting, manipulating multiple victims into staying silent, allegedly grooming them for his own pleasure, and even allegedly engaging explicitly with money. However, his exposure is only a symptom of what we'll call the Roblox influencer dilemma. It's no secret that influencers, YouTubers, and streamers have some of the most powerful and influential positions on the planet. Any famous person is capable of having immense social power over an individual. Now, normally, this power is just a factor that exists. It only matters in the case of abuse, but the Roblox community appears to be rampant, with the worst possible manifestation for this Kaneko Kitten eventually admitted to the allegations. However, PGHL Films still hasn't responded to his allegations to this day. Back in 2011, PGHL Films began his YouTube journey, though it wasn't until years later that his channel really began to blow up. In 2021, he created a series of viral videos on the Roblox game Piggy that garnered over 20 million views on just a single episode.
So why is George knocked out again? So he can recollect his teleport trap in his nightmare. I'm so confused. This is taking longer than I expected.
Along with many other short films uploaded to his channel, he would amass an impressive and notable audience of over 2.4 million subscribers, but during the peak of his popularity, PGHL Films created a Discord server to connect with his fans. However, this is where his immoral and irresponsible behavior would begin. Nobody knew it at the time, but this was the beginning of his downfall.
Massive Roblox YouTuber PGHL Films with over 2 million subscribers, known for Roblox animation videos regarding Piggy, for example, has been recently in hot water over large allegations levied against him by a Twitter user known as Bo.
On the 6th of March 2024, Roblox commentator Paolo uploaded a video entitled Roblox YouTuber PGHL Films Exposed, in which he detailed a series of alarming accusations levied against the popular creator.
Now, to summarize the lengthy post, in which I will go over entirely later on, essentially he's being accused of making NSFW jokes when he was a legal adult with other minors present in the server, allegedly leaking his detractors and haters' actual real names and addresses, allegedly being really creepy to a regarding an image the minor had as their profile picture being of them in a bathing suit, and also them allegedly posting animal shock content as a quote-unquote joke in a server which minors were exposed to.
The allegations were, to put it lightly, completely disgusting. If they were true, he was not just a weirdo, but potentially a terrible human being. But how much evidence was there to back up these serious claims?
Now, Bo attests how PGHL Films had essentially suddenly removed all messages in his server, so at the time she was making the post, she didn't really have any proof to go off of. However, eventually other users seemed to start coming out the woodworks to attest to the validity of her public statement.
While the evidence was minimal and disjointed, the amount of users attested to his wrongdoing was definitely suspicious. However, what evidence was available, and did it prove any of the terrifying accusations levied against him to be true or false?
So one user named Ocean shows a screenshot of what they claim to be allegedly PGHL Films, claiming he is quote-unquote racist to Koreans, with another person stating in the quote tweets, "Adding on to this, I'd like to mention that one time when I was in a Piggy server of his, he referred to Asian people, including himself, having quote-unquote coin slot eyes in chat," which I thought was weird.
Along with accusations of racism entering the room, there was even more scary claims being made, and the evidence was beginning to pile up, and at some point he would have to respond.
The thread that Ocean has continues with some actually really disturbing stuff, including a screenshot of who they claim to be allegedly PGHL Films, posting YouTube videos such as cat rotting time-lapse, or husky poodle animal fight video, or deer gets hit by truck and explodes video.
However, after evidence of him sending beyond unacceptable and potentially illegal videos to a Discord server full of young fans, PGHL Films was also shown to interact pretty creepily towards underage members of the server, even expressing an intention to kiss an underage fan. But this wasn't all, and things were about to get a whole lot worse. However, it's important we bring in the other side of the argument. You see, there was another camp of people who believed the entire drama was completely fabricated.
So this whole entire time, this drama was all fake and all made up. You might be wondering why. Well, I will explain it all to you in this video.
A YouTuber named Remify made a video claiming the entire controversy was complete bogus. You would think he had solid evidence to back up his claims, but how much, if any, did he really have?
Well, this seems weird, right? Well, at this exact time, PGHL Films was in vacation and didn't have contact with anyone online. And there's also something called AI text message, which means you can fake messages and lies. And this can be used for exposing people for nothing. So the person who, quote unquote, exposed PGHL Films was lying and using AI message. So all of these allegations were all fake.
The creator actually had some decent evidence, however, nothing was conclusive, but it certainly raised solid points about his potential innocence. At this point, both sides had decently valid arguments, therefore it'd be no surprise that Parlo released a third video covering more important information, new evidence, and a quote-unquote response from PGHL Films himself. However, unfortunately, as of recording this video, the third Parlo video has been falsely struck down by an anonymous user with the name highlighted on screen now, and so whenever you enter Parlo's video link, you get sent to this exact page. However, it was getting pretty weird. A month had passed, PGHL Films said he'd respond, but he didn't. There was absolutely nothing, and even worse, more claims and evidence had been released against him. Would he ever respond, or was he just lying his way through the drama? Soon enough, even more evidence had been released. There had to be a response. PGHL Films was in dire straits. His subscriber growth had taken a substantial hit as a result of the controversy. However, this wasn't exactly the case. He posted dozens more videos in the 2 weeks after Parlo's final video on the drama, whilst completely avoiding a response. But you might be asking, why would he do this? Whilst PGHL Films lost some subscribers amidst the drama, it appears due to some successful uploads and his continued grind that his channel has pulled through and even expanded. Maybe PGHL Films didn't intend for this to happen and instead wished to release a response. There's definitely a likelihood he just got busy with other things. However, actions speak louder than words. PGHL Films has resumed normal frequent uploads, and if anything, this seemed to be his strategy from the very start. If he was innocent, why hasn't he responded yet? If he has time to upload videos nearly every day, he could certainly deny the claims made against him and gather evidence to confirm his innocence. Maybe he thinks the situation will completely die down as nobody is still talking about it, and to a certain extent, he is right. The only videos that garnered significant traction on the topic were Parlo's 3 episodes, which although amassing nearly 500,000 views in total, don't even equal to a fraction of his total audience. Apart from the reputational damage he suffered, PGHL Films is pretty unscathed. However, from a different perspective, there's definitely something weird about taking this approach. Is it really great to continue creating videos with a reputation as awful as his? Sure, the money, views, and clout are cool, but if you're known for disturbing acts against young children, is any of that really worth it? Additionally, if he is guilty of the acts, how long can he continue creating videos without feeling so bad for his wrongdoing that he's forced to quit out of guilt and doubt and forced to respond? But similar to PGHL Films, this one Roblox developer's intense greed would not be enough to cancel him forever. The developer of Pet Simulator X has become hated by the entire Roblox community. His name is Preston, and there was a series of terrible mistakes and bad updates that crumbled his empire. It's July 2021. A Roblox developer named Preston launched a variation of his previously successful projects. It was called Pet Simulator X, a Roblox game where you could collect pets, grind for money, and build an empire. On the surface, this game appeared the spitting image of perfection, but that could be nothing further from the truth. Popular creators who were amassing hundreds of thousands to millions of views were vouching for the game's greatness. Kaneko Kitten, Flamingo, and Creekcraft all appeared to see it as the second coming of Christ. However, this wasn't the entire truth, and soon the player base would begin to explode in rage over a series of problems, the first of which was strongly linked to the game's pay-to-win nature. While many Roblox games are certainly pay to win, something was different about Pet Sim X. There was a reason so many fans were upset. You see, initially Preston from Big Games was actually a pretty respectable guy. He started off his career as a young teen developing Roblox games for fun, but as his games became more successful and his age increased, one big motive to act immorally increased: the drive for money and success. Whilst his game was already successful and his bank account more than full, it appeared the power power amplified his inner financial lack and unfortunate insecurity that manifested in immense greed. When Pet Simulator X first started, the game wasn't really pay to win, but Preston's greed made it way worse than pretty much any other Roblox game, with angry, resentful, and generally unhappy commenters leaving messages such as, "This developer went from well-renowned to a man enveloped of greed. His public reputation began to go downhill, and fast. Problems really began to arise when another highly problematic aspect of his personality arose. A complete lack of self-awareness. You see, many greedy public figures like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos are able to get away with their egotistical values as they have a sense of self-awareness and other characteristics that people like. The same goes for former US President Donald Trump. He has unlikable qualities, but because he's funny and charismatic, many still respect him. However, Preston didn't seem to get the memo, as his public relations team deserved a 90% decrease in pay, or in the opinions of many, a firing notice. And the first example of this took place a year ago, back in 2023, when another Roblox developer used a similar asset to that of Pet Simulator. It's important to note that the asset in question was a pretty basic and generic asset that didn't completely belong to Preston in the first place. However, it wasn't clear whether he knew this or not, as he'd issue a false DMCA strike, causing significant problems for the other developer. Though Preston's reputational damage as a result of the dispute didn't really seem worth it, as nobody took his side, it appeared Preston's players definitely weren't having it, and Preston's online behavior following this incident would only make things worse. In September of 2023, Roblox commentary YouTuber Schlepp spawned a viral Twitter hashtag called #BoycottBigGames. The hashtag went on Twitter trending, and Preston released multiple awful responses before blocking him. And while the drama wasn't a massive situation, it spoke more to his character than anything else. Why couldn't Preston take the heat and explain himself respectfully? And why was he so adverse to taking accountability for any of his online wrongdoing? There were more questions than answers, and the audience definitely agreed. Given Preston's arrogance, it appeared completely bizarre that he couldn't muster up the confidence to release a decent response, which sparked a slew of negative comments, along with his reputation taking an even bigger hit. However, December of 2023 was a big month for big games and Preston, but for a very different reason. They decided to take their focus away from Pet Simulator X and instead create a new game in the series. The game, called Pet Simulator 99, created a new opportunity for Preston. If the game was good, he could make a comeback. Would this new release save Preston's reputation, or instead solidify his position as Roblox's most hated developer? Initially, the game was well received, and players saw this as Preston turning over a new leaf. It positively impacted his reputation upon launch. However, this wouldn't last forever. In April of 2024, Roblox YouTuber Creekcraft uploaded a video titled "The Downfall of Pet Simulator 99", detailing how Preston's game had found itself in so much drama that players were setting merchandise on fire.
Some players have started burning their plushies. That is a Pet Simulator 99 plushie, and this man lit it on fire. You know it's a bad day for Pet Simulator when people start lighting their $250 plushies on fire.
But why was this game becoming the new biggest reason to hate Preston? Were there some legitimate criticisms, or its content, or the owner's off-site behavior? The main criticisms of the game being pay to win carried over, but there was a new main problem.
So all of this pretty much started last Saturday when they released Update 8 for Pet Simulator 99. If you guys don't know, Pet Simulator doesn't do weekly updates anymore. Instead, they do 1 or 2 big updates a month that has a bunch of new content in it.
The game was completely neglected, despite being one of the most popular Roblox games of all time, amassing over 1.1 billion visits in the matter of months. It was completely overrun by exploiters and cheaters, using macros to win unfairly.
Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the update. All you guys need to know is that players, they just weren't really happy with this update. And one of the main reasons is because of this feature right here, clan battles. Now, if you don't know what clan battles is, basically you can join a Pet Simulator 99 clan, and every now and then they have this battle where the top clans get a bunch of cool rewards. But, well, it came out that some of the top clans are using scripts, macros, in order to, well, farm their way to the top of the leaderboards.
Preston had the resources to handle the situation, but did absolutely nothing, signifying one of the main reasons he became so hated to begin with. A complete lack of care for the audience and their perspective. Preston's complete unawareness of what the audience thinks about his game or his actions has lost him an unfathomable amount of money. In his pursuit of greed, he's lost out on an abundance of positive publicity, good reputation, and financial success, and it's entirely his fault. However, perhaps an even bigger issue is his employees' insensitive responses to the drama. In light of the exploiters taking over the game, an employee named Josh, or Coilist, would release a tweet attempting to bring some positivity to the situation.
This tweet right here by a YouTuber, Sizzles Jelly Queen. She made a tweet and said, yeah, let's reward exploiters and hackers by giving them the most expensive pets in the game. Don't reward players who support the community, support hackers. Good job, big games. I won't be buying a single plushie going forward, and here's a screenshot of some hackers who have the rarest pets in the game.
Which was met with even more backlash, and with comments such as, Pet Sim 99 is probably gonna be abandoned like Pet Simulator X, and big games are just starting a new game. And it's no surprise Reddit doesn't like them either, with a post garnering nearly 900 upvotes titled, Why Pet Simulator X is really not a good game, detailing multiple reasons why they completely despise it. The game is really a bad game due to the fact that it constantly pushes microtransactions onto the player, and it's literally pay to win. Want to know how it forces microtransactions? It forces them. For example, there is a way to get some things without paying, but you have to go through hell and back to just get these things for free. For example, free pet slots. TLDR, Pet Sim X bad because it's cash grabby, boring, and a big scam. It's clear Preston's days as a Roblox developer are numbered, made even worse by the amount of viral videos on the subject, amassing hundreds of thousands of views per episode, and Roblox's potential future decline in popularity that could be set into motion at any moment. So it's time we give him some constructive advice. Preston, you've earned the reputation of Roblox's most hated developer through your series of horrible actions, terrible decisions, and alienation of the fanbase that once made it popular. It's clear your biggest motive is money and to make more of it, especially in the long term. You need to have a good reputation. The biggest factor behind solving all the problems you're facing is pretty simple. Focus on the games, and most importantly, what the players want. If your game is what they truly want, you'll naturally generate more profits. You don't need to scam money out of children using over-the-top pay-to-win garbage. Instead, you need to give people what they've been asking for and stop engaging in stupid Twitter controversies. In the short term, you may end up making a little less money, but what's the point of gaining the whole world if you lose your soul? Additionally, you'd benefit a lot from having someone handle your public relations and social media accounts. You're a good Roblox developer and businessman, but you don't need to do everything. Focus on what you're actually good at, and you'll stop losing from what you're atrocious at. As obvious as it sounds, everyone has their talents, advantages, and shortcomings. You need to understand and apply this knowledge in a way that works well for the business, or else your empire may end up completely falling. Bankruptcy, irrelevancy, and severe mental health issues are all consequences to be considered. Whether you take advice and improve Preston, it's entirely up to you, man. The tragic transformation of Preston from a well-respected Roblox developer to one of the most hated in history is an analogy for the dangers of power. And the dangers of power could mean a lot of things, but in the case of Inhi, it would be the use of power that was dangerous. What's the fastest way to ruin your Roblox career? Is it using your influence to prey on powerless victims, or releasing a response so terrible you can never come back? Today on the Documentaries channel, we'll dive into the tragic tale of Inhi and why his career ended so quickly. On the 15th of October 2018, Inhi created their YouTube channel. While Inhi's first uploads were basic Roblox tutorials on a variety of games, there was one that led him to massive success. It had a bizarre meme, Toilet Tower Defense, but the reason Inhi gained popularity from this game was even weirder. After over 400 uploads and 10.7 million views, along with becoming the community manager for the game, he'd obtain a silver play button from YouTube, and therefore the impressive milestone of 100,000 subscribers. However, when you're a famous Roblox YouTuber, there's two main paths to take. One is of gratitude, positivity, and morality. You use your fame for good, make charity donations, nominations and keep making great content for your audience. The other is a dark, disturbing, and degenerate one where you become greedy, a bad person, or even a predator. The only questions are, what path did Innie take? Would he use his popularity for the better of the world, or instead act incredibly immorally, not only hurting innocent children, but also destroying his own reputation, career, and life at the same time? Innie wasn't exactly the person he portrayed on the surface, and his lustful sins would soon be exposed, as in mid-2024, his empire would come crashing down. In the past, many Roblox YouTubers have been exposed for weird age gaps of 3 or 4 years in relationships. Usually this is a situation between a 17 and 20-year-old or even a 16 and 19-year-old. However, the Innie situation was far more disgusting, depraved, and downright disturbing than anyone expected. How he thought he would get away with this is another incredibly difficult question. On the 22nd of May 2024, commentary creator Ruben Sim made an alarming tweet reading, "One of the games in Roblox's upcoming classic event is managed in part by a Innie. Innie is the community manager for Toilet Tower Defense. He targeted a vulnerable 15-year-old in the middle of a breakup to explicitly her for several months over Discord. And this wasn't all. Ruben included multiple screenshots proving the allegations while Innie was 20 years old, during the time he interacted incredibly inappropriately towards a 15-year-old girl. This one tweet was the beginning of the end of Innie's YouTube career, reputation, and even Roblox account, as in the coming days, he would be completely banned from Roblox, stripping him of the title that made him so popular to begin with. And even after his community manager role on one of Roblox's most popular games was taken away, Innie's reputation was yet to hit its lowest, as just 10 days after the initial accusation, on the 24th of May 2024, Ruben Sim would release another tweet regarding new evidence and proven allegations against him. The Innie situation is getting worse. I was sent evidence last night that he paid a 16-year-old 1,000 Robux to do inappropriate things with him on a Roblox condo game. Innie hadn't just streamed a 15-year-old girl at the age of 20, but also another girl of similar age. This meant a few things. Innie's actions weren't just a one-off, and in fact a pattern of behavior. Shortly after the allegations dropped on Twitter, multiple commentary creators in the Roblox scene covered the situation. Most notably, YouTuber Parlo uploaded an 8-minute long video covering Ruben Sim's tweets and the evidence.
Recently, news has broken out that Innie, also known as Tyler, the community manager of Roblox Toilet Tower Defense, which is a game developed by Talamfric, has allegedly had numerous predatory interactions with minors.
While Paulo's video on the situation covered basic information and simple commentary, it may have been the true catalyst behind the destruction of Innie's career, as in the month following the upload, it had become the most popular video on the situation, amassing over 292,000 views and just over 6,000 likes. Following this viral video, Innie's viewership has seen a decrease of over 88%, along with his subscriber growth permanently halting, while the situation and individual that Paulo and Ruben Sim exposed, one very disgusting case. There's an even broader epidemic that's present. Over the past few years, there's been a massive uptick in influential members of the Roblox community abusing their power to take advantage of underage fans. But why is this? How is the problem getting worse? And what can we do to stop it? In previous videos on the channel, we've discussed the Roblox YouTube predator epidemic, but the case of Innie is a little bit different, as he's also a developer and community manager. The problem, rabbit hole, and depravity goes much deeper than anyone could expect. Throughout the history of Roblox, there's been many developers that have been exposed, many have been disturbing and horrific, and their actions have been exposed and had their online reputation shattered in a matter of seconds. However, the case of Innie was far more depraved than the majority seen in the past. His complete lack of care for consequences is very alarming. It serves as evidence for a deeper problem. You see, for the vast majority of Roblox without a platform, there are virtually no consequences. Most of them don't even get reported to the police, and the ones that do barely leave a strong enough trail of evidence for the victim to get their justice. It's incredibly rare for any of these horrific people to be punished in any way, shape, or form. It's very unfortunate because these no-name freaks do an immense amount of harm to children. However, what's even worse is when a Roblox a platform, it allows them to easily and quickly access various victims. Because of their power, they can manipulate young children into fulfilling their darkest desires. The problem is, when the less famous but horrible people don't get punished anywhere near the degree to which they need to be, the people with a platform who do the most lasting damage in the quickest time gets away with even more alarming behavior. In other terms, because the Roblox community is unable to do anything, and Roblox themselves do virtually nothing to stop without a platform, the issue of influential figures hurting children will continue to get worse as the days go by. Given the seriousness of the INI case, something needs to be done, and fast, raising the questions: what is the solution to this problem? Is there anything we can do? And is the Roblox community forever doomed? How can the Roblox community be forever doomed if we have the one and only Paolo? Am I right? Paolo has exposed numerous figures within the Roblox community, but who was the worst person he exposed, and why? Paolo has spent years building up a reputation as the Grim Reaper of the Roblox YouTube community. One Paolo callout could literally end a Roblox YouTuber's career. But how true is this? Where are his victims now? And what happens when Paolo gets exposed himself? Today, we'll explore the stories of evil Roblox YouTubers who had their career destroyed by Paolo, starting with one of the most infamous Roblox of all time. Originally, Fave was one of the most respected creators in the Roblox community. He built a fan base of over 500,000 subscribers through creating Roblox videos that entertained a wide fan base of viewers and creators alike. The main subject of his content was Roblox news and update related content. However, the reason Fave was more popular than the rest came down to the unique perspective and high production quality he brought to the game. Before his exposure, his reputation was one of those creators beloved by many. However, all it took was for one video for Fave's fan base to not only abandon him, but become his new haters. On the 27th of September 2021, Paolo uploaded a video exposing Fave's deplorable actions. The seemingly basic video would go on to amass over 680,000 views and 16,000 likes. Paolo's one video would turn Fave's loyal audience straight against him, with comments such as, "I used to watch him. This saddens me. It's hard to see a person you once looked up to be a disgusting human being." It was more than safe to say one Paolo video topped his empire. The evidence was overwhelming and there was very little Fave could do. And the conundrum of a once respected Roblox animator, Notiv, was much the same. Notiv built his career through creating intriguing Roblox animations based on trends and interesting ideas. This allowed his YouTube channel to pass 100,000 subscribers in a relatively swift time frame. However, it didn't take long for Paolo to not only ruin his reputation, but any future prospects of a career on the internet. In September of 2023, a Google document dropped exposing a series of vile and disgusting behavior that Notiv had engaged in. It revealed that he had engaged in manipulative, weird, and coercive explicit behavior with an underage victim. While the details are downright disturbing, Paolo uploaded 3 separate videos on the case, amassing near 1 million views, making Notiv's empire crumble before he could even respond. Notiv was an awful and degenerate Roblox animator. His actions were certainly beyond reproach, and his online career, including the power that allowed him to contribute heavily to the level of degeneracy. The fact that he was allowed to prey on people using his positions of power was very similar to that of another Roblox animator exposed by Paolo, Ribs. Since 2016, Ribs began uploading Roblox animation videos. In 2021, her channel exploded in popularity. After multiple videos amassed millions of views, she'd become one of Roblox's most popular animators creators of all time, with just over 100,000 subscribers. However, her career came crashing down almost as fast as it rose, as in mid-2022, she'd make a series of alarming and disturbing community tab posts. She'd tell her fans, along with other YouTubers, to go do bad things to themselves. But why? Well, it wasn't entirely clear, but this, along with a bizarre Roblox group post, made Ribs' audience more than upset. But it wasn't until serious accusations dropped that her career and life took a turn for the worse. On the 12th of September 2023, Paolo uploaded a video discussing how Ribs had allegedly an underage fan. Were the accusations true, and was Ribs' career done for good?
So if you are unaware, the Roblox YouTuber with over 600,000 subscribers called Ribs has deleted her channel recently, and it was assumed that this was because she was focusing on her mental health after she was involved in major drama and controversy for attacking and insulting her fans because she was in a depressive and self-destructive state. Well, it turns out she might have left YouTube after horrific allegations came out by multiple people showing how Ribs, who was born in 2004, meaning she's either 18 or 19, was engaged in a relationship with someone who she knew to be 15, and basically and made disgusting statements to them multiple times, then admitting that she did something wrong, and then only apologized to them in fear of the allegations coming out.
Shortly after the allegations dropped, Ribs' channel disappeared. While she never responded, Paolo would make a series of uploads covering Ribs' many controversies and downfalls. Did Paolo truly destroy Ribs' career? While his videos amassed a combined view count of over 1 million views, Ribs' reputation appeared ruined anyways, and fans weren't happy before the accusations dropped, and after, her complete lack of response solidified her career as pretty well done. In a way, you could say Ribs' actions started the bridge of incidents that led to her downfall. Paolo's videos were just the final nail in the coffin. Similarly, the career of a once respected Roblox commentator, Kaneko Kitten, will never return. What makes the case of Paolo ruining Kaneko Kitten's career different from the rest of the creators in this video is the similarity between their content. We've already discussed Kaneko previously in other videos, but to give a quick recap, Kaneko Kitten was once one of the most popular Roblox commentary channels in the scene. He'd amass over 1 million subscribers through creating similar commentary videos to that of Paolo. They both covered Roblox drama, news, and updates. However, the past of Kaneko Kitten was more than sinful. His ex-partner, Napi, released a video revealing that Kaneko engaged inappropriately with him as a and lied about it. Kaneko's behavior was so bad that he was almost forced to leave the internet as a result. However, Paolo's coverage on the situation, along with an incredibly popular mini documentary by Shinzu, made Kaneko Kitten's career, reputation, and record as a whole just a shadow of what it once was. Kaneko completely deserved his downfall, and the coverage of the situation almost solidified his lack of a return. Kaneko's reputational downfall has marked Roblox history. Almost every person who watched his videos are aware of his wrongdoing that he was exposed for. Similarly, there's virtually no chance he'll ever be forgiven. However, the case of Slick Sid was a little different. Slick Sid would fake being one of Roblox's most respected YouTubers, Flamingo, aka Albert, instead offering his audience free Robux with one important key element. It was a complete scam. On the 18th of April 2022, Paolo uploaded a video exposing Slick Sid.
Basically made a video exposing some free Roblox scammer who goes by the name Slick Sid. Now, this person's actually come up many more times than you guys think. Basically, a year ago, Kaneko Kitten also made a video on this guy, and like, this guy was not happy when Flamingo made this video, let me tell you that.
To which the man himself would respond to Paolo. How would he respond to such a career-ruining accusation? And was there any chance he'd take accountability? On the 19th of August 2022, Paolo would upload a second video on the subject, showcasing exactly what happened.
Now, after I made a video basically covering this free Robux scammer also noticed my video and was basically having like, I don't even know what he was doing. He was having like a mental breakdown in my live stream chat when I was premiering the video. And some people actually managed to screenshot and record this before this guy managed to delete all of his comments after he was getting ratioed terribly.
So anyway, the video was about to go up yesterday, and this guy made a comment saying, "Ah, so cute," and which was very questionable in a video where I was going to be exposing this guy.
However, the whole saga came to an end in August of 2023 when Flamingo responded to Slick Sid and the situation.
My favorite guy who does it is this guy Slick Sid. He's been doing this for maybe 2 years now, and he hasn't been banned or anything. He's actually grown huge. This guy actually called me out like a year ago, and I never watched it. Dear Flamingo, 1 million views. He made a call out post to me. Alright, I forgot that. This is what he looks like. I forgot at some point he started using this Pixar, this Disney animation filter.
By the end of it all, Paolo's series of videos racked up a combined over 600,000 views and nearly 50,000 likes. And while Slick Sid thrived from negative attention in the short term, his channel couldn't survive forever. Ultimately, regardless of whether his career died instantly or in 5 minutes, Paolo's videos completely destroyed his reputation. He had no remaining career left on the platform, but to play devil's advocate, Slick Sid never really had an online platform to begin with. He only gained relevance through acting like Flamingo and faking his entire presence. Nobody in the community really respected him, and the only way he gained over 700,000 subscribers was through lying and scamming. Can you really count an audience gained through faking giveaways, lying to your fans, and acting immorally as being legitimate? It's a difficult question to answer. While on one side, he did gain the subscribers through his own discipline, no one subscribed to him using their own free will. They had to be tricked. Ultimately, it's up to you as the viewer. Paolo has established himself as one of the most infamous names in the Roblox community. Some people love him, others hate him. However, his role in the Roblox community is more than notable. Why does Paolo have such a wider influence despite having less than 1 million subscribers? Is there something special nobody knows about his ability to ruin the reputation of other Roblox YouTubers? Well, throughout his many years on the platform, Paolo has trained in one main form of content, expose videos. He's created hundreds of videos which document the negative side of the Roblox community, and through doing this has become extremely good at it. In a sense, Paolo is to the Roblox community what Keemstar was to old YouTube, an incredibly important part of the broader ecosystem. But why is Paolo's role in the community so important, and why is he so hated? Paolo serves as the person who calls out those who do wrong. He's a whistleblower who will do anything and everything to create a level of accountability for those who do wrong. While this means he'll never be forgotten, it opens him up to immense critique. When you begin criticizing others, the spotlight goes to someone else, yourself. Regardless of whether he's actually done anything wrong, he'll continue to get hate purely as a byproduct of the role he plays in the Roblox community. In a way, it's a sort of karmic vengeance enacted by the fans of people he exposes. Whether justified or completely uncalled for, there's very little he can do about this barrage of hate. But on the flip side, this negative reputation has many benefits. Because people don't like him, Paolo finds it incredibly easy to generate attention. Unlike Sixlid, a creator we mentioned earlier, Paolo's negative attention isn't just available in the short term. The spotlight is almost always on him, meaning that there's an endless supply of views, money, and clout. However, as with many things, the benefits have many negative consequences. Throughout Paolo's long run in the Roblox community, he has faced multiple cancellation attempts, backstabbing, and even serious mental health issues. Was it all worth it for the end result? Will Paolo's career last forever? Only time will tell. Paolo's history on the platform was marked by many controversies. Throughout his career, he left behind more than a few victims. The majority of them deserved their downfalls because they weren't good people. And while many hate Paolo for exposing their favorite YouTubers, majority of the time he has some pretty good points. While on the flip side, he has been known to exaggerate or misrepresent some situations. Whether you like Paolo or hate him, his time as a YouTuber has seen some of Roblox's worst degenerates be exposed. And a terrible person who Paolo has exposed has to be Fave. From becoming one of the most memorable and respected names in the Roblox scene, to being exposed for a series of disturbing and unforgivable acts towards underage fans, the horrific story of Fave is one you won't forget. However, in order to fully understand how low Fave has fallen, we must first establish how he became popular in the first place. It's the 28th of August, 2010. A new Roblox drama creator joins the scene. His name is Fave. He begins uploading Roblox commentary videos every single day, and at first, the videos aren't very successful. However, over time, he begins gaining immense popularity, and 7 years later, in 2017, he passed 100,000 subscribers, and in 2020, his channel really began to take off, passing 350,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Fave was on top of the world, and by the 7th of July 2021, he'd pass a milestone almost no Roblox commentators do: 500,000 subscribers. Fave's success was inspirational, a story of how hard work and time lead to real results. However, that's not exactly where the story ends, and Fave's Roblox YouTube empire was about to come crashing down. However, this isn't like the downfall of any other Roblox creeps we've covered on the channel, as the story of Fave is one of the most terrible in Roblox history. His trail of victims, disturbing language, and horrific behavior is something we've never seen before on the channel. The amount of psychological damage this one terrible Roblox YouTuber did to so many underage fans is truly unfathomable, and it's shocking nobody was able to call him out before it got too late. As early as 2016, serious allegations had plagued Fave's name, more specifically, inappropriate behavior towards. However, it for the most part would be swept under the rug, as only unknown Roblox commentators such as Data Raven covered the story. The videos got so little views that Fave's actions were an unknown industry secret, but soon, Fave's depravity would begin to be exposed. In the past, we've covered Roblox with 1 or 2 underage victims, but what if I told you Fave's lineup of victims would take a whole minute to say? The true extent to which he misused and abused his power as a Roblox creator to prey upon young children was beyond what anyone thought was possible beforehand, and how he thought he'd get away with this is an incredibly tough question. While the behavior had been mostly ignored up until this point, in January of 2021, everything would change. A 96-page document was published showing multiple inappropriate conversations Fave had with various underage victims. This led to an influx of new coverage, but it wasn't the final expose needed to topple Fave's empire, as he'd create a lackluster response, once again sweeping it under the rug, claiming he was being impersonated. Fave's attempts to cover up the situation weren't just a one-off, but a repeated pattern. As we'll get into later, he was more than aware that anyone chatting about what he'd been doing would have a significantly negative impact on his online reputation. However, the means through which he would attempt to silence victims, other creators, and anyone discussing the harm he was causing was on a whole other level. For the majority of 2021, Fave had gotten away with his depraved and disgusting acts. However, all it took was one Parlo video for Fave's entire empire to fall to pieces. On the 27th of September 2021, Parlo uploaded an 18-minute long video exposing Fave's deplorable acts. However, multiple questions still remained. How did Parlo's video end Fave's career? What exactly did it contain? And what happened after the video went live? Parlo began the video by summarizing some of the most damning and career-ruining accusations made against Fave. However, there was one key element that made this summary as effective as it did, as Parlo talked about the unacceptable situations Fave found himself in with multiple while showing clear screenshot evidence on screen. This not only conveyed the seriousness of this situation to his young and impressionable audience, but also validated Parlo's summary as an accurate telling of the horrific events.
As you all may know, disgusting allegations surfaced against the Roblox YouTuber Fave, in the form of a 96-page document, covering a range of his illegal and reprehensible actions with minors. For example, while he was 19, literally a year ago, he had obtained a 14-year-old, while commenting on their body, and asking them to take their pants off, to obtaining images of a 13-year-old, while he was 70, and coercing the minor into doing
The first minute and a half of the video served as a summary of what happened that was not only evidence-based, but incredibly easy to understand. Given Fave's incredibly young target viewer base, as is normal in the game of Roblox, this allowed for the viewers to fully understand the true depth of what happened, something that wouldn't really be possible otherwise.
Fave had also allegedly spoke to another underage child at the time, who was 16 called Zadie, and it was literally him due to his partnered Discord account. Fave decided to make vile comments on Snapchat to them, which is abhorrent, indefensible and literally illegal, and that exact same Snapchat account was used to talk with other underage kids like another 14-year-old. And the claims continue to even more victims who Fave would apparently try and coerce into giving him news and being 14 yet again, while bombarding them with very questions. And in response to all of this, Fave has refused to take accountability or address the situation whatsoever since January, and has literally gotten away with it, and deleted comments calling him out, due to the severity of the situation, and the fact Fave has openly lied regarding the validity of the situation.
She also ends up giving conclusive evidence that Fave lied to me regarding his Snapchat messages being faked by screen recording his screen and showing me the username of his accounts. So it's not like this was a fake Snapchat account. Like, I saw the messages in the video and also that his username. And it's the same username as the one shown in the documents. And if he's gonna lie about this, then I don't know, but I'm pretty convinced that the rest of them are also true as well, over on Discord and stuff like that. Not that all of them, can be, because some of them might be fake as well. I've got no idea, but the Snapchat messages were real. At least the ones between him and Ellie.
However, there was also another incredibly important point Paolo touched on: Fave's attempts to cover it up. His Discord server, comment section, and really any forum of discussion surrounding his brand completely silenced the situation. Fave knew what he was doing was evil, disgusting, and unforgivable, and didn't want anyone to find out. But what exactly happened when they did?
To start off, Fave mods have been known to ban people for mentioning the situation whatsoever on his Discord server as a way to silence people, and Fave can even be seen hiding comments literally calling him out on his YouTube channel, as he has tried so many times to avoid talking, or even addressing the situation, and try and let the situation die down, and avoid all accountability whatsoever, and it is working. His fans are still unaware of what vile acts this man has done with However, many YouTubers are aware of this, and I suggest they make videos on this situation, as this situation is just as bad as the Kalajich drama. It's disgusting that his staff try and defend Fave's actions by mass banning anyone who brings this situation up as a way to silence and oppress all valid criticism being brought up against him.
Paolo's video served as an incredibly important purpose in the exposure of Fave. Beforehand, there was only tiny YouTube channels covering the drama. If only small channels covered it, Fave could have, and actually did, easily silence the story. However, since Paolo had amassed well over 200,000 subscribers, it wasn't just a molehill. Things were looking like Mount Everest. Not only that, Paolo's video didn't underperform. It in fact became one of the most popular videos on his channel, amassing over 690,000 views. The ironic thing is, Paolo's video wasn't the sole factor which caused his downfall. Fave's channel was still flourishing after he made the video. However, because he was scared of being called out by a larger channel, Fave would stop uploading completely after Paolo's video dropped, which came across as a sign of immense guilt to the audience. This, in combination with the sheer volume and depravity of the allegations, made it almost impossible for him to come back. The story of Fave is undeniably disturbing, yet it reveals an unexpectedly positive outcome that highlights the strength of resilience and societal progress. Fave's platform, which granted him a troubling influence over a vulnerable audience of underage fans, became a hotspot for manipulation and abuse. His unchecked access allowed him to exploit his followers' admiration, feeding into his own insecurities and indulging in a dangerous power trip. The extent of his actions exposed a serious issue within online communities, especially on platforms like Roblox, where can prey on young users. And despite the grim nature of the situation, there is a notable silver lining. The exposure of Fave's behavior has driven significant advancements in online safety measures. The backlash from affected communities and media coverage prompted platforms to reassess and strengthen their policies on user safety and content moderation. Think Noodles is one of the biggest YouTubers in the Roblox community, but is one of the most hated of all. But why exactly is this? Think Noodles spent over a decade building up a reputation as one of the most respected and successful creators in the Roblox community. However, in less than 2 years, his once stellar reputation has completely fallen apart, becoming hated by everyone. Today on the Documentaries channel, we'll explore the tragic transformation of Think Noodles, from a once respected gaming creator to a hated clown in the laughingstocks. However, in order to understand how low he's fallen, we must first establish who Think Noodles even is. Born May 30th, 1997 in Texas, Justin Andrew Watkins began the Think Noodles YouTube channel on the 16th of December 2011, with his first upload being a cheating tutorial for the online game Club Penguin, posted the same day. After creating 24 Club Penguin videos, Think Noodles knew it was time for something new, so he'd hop into a similar, yet different game named Pop Tropica. His understanding of games that were popular with young audiences and the value that tutorials for these games brought to the audience positioned Think Noodles above many smaller creators at the time. Simply put, there was an obvious hunger for these kind of videos, and with a little bit of improvement, time, and effort, success was almost inevitable. And roughly 3 years from the beginning of his journey, Think Noodles would get his lucky break, passing 100,000 subscribers.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to an unboxing video of this. And I opened my mailbag, or I went through my mailbox, and I'm still going through it. And I checked it this week, and I had a box from a place that I recognized before in Indianapolis with no shipper, and I was like, oh, you know what? This might be from YouTube. And this is really delayed. I don't know why it took them so long. But here we go, guys. This is an unboxing of the other gift that I got from YouTube. Well, technically from you guys, for 100,000 subscribers.
While his achievement was impressive, this was nowhere near the future heights of his success. Think Noodles would switch between multiple games, achieving a huge amount of success on a variety of them. From normal horror games like Granny to Roblox Piggy, he'd create dozens of viral uploads. And by the 16th of July 2023, he'd amass over 10 million subscribers on YouTube. However, despite garnering a seemingly incredible level of success, there was one video which crumbled the Think Noodles empire to the ground. On the 20th of September 2023, user Chesington uploaded a video entitled Think Noodles Generational Trauma. This one seemingly insignificant video made Think Noodles' previously untouchable career fall through his fingers. The video began with a brief explanation of who exactly Think Noodles is, along with a summary of his YouTube journey to the present day.
Some people are damaged. Some people are really damaged. And then some people are broken.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles.
This is Think Noodles, a YouTuber mainly geared towards children. I know this because his Discord server doesn't allow swearing. He's been on the platform for a long time, since 2011. It's older than his target audience. Yeah, still got it. He usually makes gameplays and reactions to stuff meant for, you know, children. It started with games like Club Penguin, then Minecraft, and newer games like FNAF, and, you know, the deplorables.
Before explaining, there was a series of recent actions and endeavors which made Think Noodles hated by the community, which made him so popular. But what exactly did Think Noodles do? Why does everyone hate him? And what led this video to destroy his reputation?
Logical evolution for a channel like this, and there's a bunch of channels exactly like Think's. Older people making videos for kids because it makes a lot of money. So why Think Noodles? Why am I talking about this guy? is really fucking funny.
Oh, Skibbity Toilet 50 right here, dude.
If you've been with my channel or my Twitter where I post things like this, you'll know that Think Noodles is kind of an inside joke. It started with my Let's Play video where I just wanted to show 2 funny clips from his Minecraft videos, and he recently came back into my view because of his recent endeavors.
The video hinted at his content being unoriginal and cringe before veering away, creating an air of mystery surrounding the hate on his brand.
Noodles is very interesting to me, not just because of the stuff I'll actually detail soon, but because I didn't really watch him. I think I did a little bit, but he kind of just blended in with the rest of the Minecraft mods showcase people like Dan TDM and Pauper MMOs, but I got introduced to this man by my dear friend Sipo, who did actually grow up watching him, and look at how fucked up he became. I nearly escaped the wrath of Think Noodles, so let's start from the beginning. Who is this, and what is a Think Noodles?
Later on, the main points of the video were revealed. Think Noodle's content had simply become a shadow of what it once was. At one point, he was a talented, respected, and genuinely great creator. One who was willing to provide an excess of value to his audience because he genuinely enjoyed creating the videos. However, over time, he took a path which was incompatible with the reasons he began creating content to begin with. Around the period where he switched to horror games and Roblox videos, his content began to be targeted for a younger audience. As a result, the audience of millions of people who previously enjoyed his content began to grow annoyed and resentful at his choices.
It seems like it's catered to where he's doing barely any work. Like, he's not playing any genuinely hard games that need skill, and he's just reacting to random YouTube videos. Is he even still human? Please, Think Noodles, just give me a sign. How do I help you? What do I do?
Suicide, obviously. Kill yourself.
Oh no. These reaction videos are just nothing. Like, the videos themselves are chaotic bullshit that melts my brain, and Think Noodles scream my ear about how he's scared of the Roblox door entity doesn't help. I'm just not a big fan of reaction videos. I mean, at least Think is adding a little bit more. I'm not saying he's adding a good thing, just adding a thing. I don't know, reaction videos feel like the only people who should be making them are little kids or people with like 12 subscribers. You know what I mean? It's like training wheels for YouTubers. Like, Think Noodles has 10 million subscribers at this point. You should have grown out of making reaction videos for subs.
However, Think Noodle's new cat persona was perhaps even more destructive towards the reputation and success of his brand. Previously, he had showed his face in the videos, or in the early days, just his voice. But recently, in a bizarre attempt to court the younger audience, he's began using an animated cat emoji to cover his face. This move wasn't received well, and simply came across as incredibly cringe, as it completely removed all authenticity from his videos, turning his channel into more of a content farm and less of what it was at the start.
Because I think it's taking a toll on Think Noodles. The man once compared the 9/11 monuments to the Roblox logo completely unironically, for God's sake. He's the guy who can't stop watching Skibbity Toilet. And that cat, I think he's more cat than man at this point. In his 10 million subscriber plaque video, he has the cat edited over his face the entire time. He used to do vlogs, it wasn't always like this. I think he's literally too scared to show his face, or he's too scared and just wants to keep this branding up forever. And that makes me kinda sad. He looks like one of the Phineas and Ferb creators. Overall, I don't think he's like ruining YouTube that much, but he is extremally interesting. But it is intriguing nonetheless. All of his history on YouTube is just cursed with weird shit. Like, why the minions? He's just a 46-year-old man who loves Skibbity Toilet. Let him be.
With comments reading, hearing that Think Noodles is almost 50 years old has left me a broken man. I thought he was like 20. I can't believe this. And Think Noodles is like that one old teacher at school who is really innocent and everyone makes fun of. One thing that was clear, Think Noodles' audience wasn't having it. But why were they so upset about the decision? How did it destroy his reputation, making him hated by millions? And was it justified and deserved? The reason his fan base was so enraged lied in one of the most desirable aspects of his original content: authenticity. Originally, he was the old, chill, funny guy making videos on kids games. The people who watched him saw his true persona and character as a likable role model. The switch to an over-the-top, exaggerated and clearly fake cat persona just feels like a far cry from who he really was back in the day. It came across as completely inauthentic and disingenuous continuous. But why is this so bad, and can he do anything to stop it? This one choice has made Think Noodles nothing more than a clown in the laughingstocks to the fan base who once adored him. In our previous videos on the channel, we've covered two terrible Roblox creators, LankyBox and Mike Crack. They created terrible content that consists of milking awful trends, putting on an incredibly fake persona, and stealing viral packaging from more creative YouTubers. These creators are not only seen by everyone as a complete joke, but completely hated. They're unbearable to everyone besides the children they reluctantly trick to watch their videos. So why is this so bad? The fundamental issue with this content strategy lies in its complete lack of longevity. The children you attempt to appeal to won't watch you for any longer than 2 years, and even that's stretching it. There's no reason for anyone to watch for a long enough time period to sustain a successful YouTube career, unless you continually trend jack and create increasingly unwatchable brain rot before the channel eventually dies for good. In the case of Think Noodles, it's especially depressing because the guy actually had something the creators we discussed before don't: a likable personality. At his core, Think Noodles is fundamentally different from many other disgusting scumbags in the YouTube gaming scene. As if you look at his early content, you begin to understand one thing: the man had a genuine soul. His videos before targeting the market of preteens showed an empathetic, humorous, and kind human who genuinely had a passion for YouTube. So what went wrong? Think Noodles made a choice that so many YouTubers are constantly incentivized to make. In the short term, creating content appealing to the lowest common denominator is highly rewarded by YouTube. The pursuit of creating this content is incredibly attractive. What do you gain? Hundreds of millions of views a month, more money than you would know what to do with, and the largest audience size you'll likely ever see. But the biggest situation of 2024 has to be the Gooseworks and LankyBox situation. LankyBox and Gooseworks are two of the most popular names on the internet, but why does one hate the other? And why is this one of the biggest dramas in Roblox YouTube history? Today on the Documentaries channel, we'll explore why Gooseworks hates LankyBox. However, in order to understand why, we must first establish who LankyBox and Gooseworks even are. Cooper Smith Goodwin, born on October 11th, 1994, and better known as Gooseworks, is a multifaceted American creator with talent spanning YouTube, music, cartoons, and animation. But little did anyone know, this one respectable and talented creator had a dark, controversial, and resentful side, one that would hate on and take down another creator. Gooseworks began her artistic journey on DeviantArt, where she started sharing her work around 2010 or 2011, the same period when her YouTube channel was launched. During this time, she collaborated with other artists, including Zuril, a fellow YouTube animator known for the indie web series Monkey Wrench, and in August 2012, Gooseworks also joined Newgrounds, further expanding her creative reach. While this appeared good on the surface, nobody knew the true depth of depravity leaking below the surface. She began to gain popularity through her animated short films on YouTube, including notable videos like Little Runmo, Elaine the Bounty Hunter, and Ghost of the Year. However, everything changed with one show which boosted her career drastically: The Amazing Digital Circus. It's an animated series created by Gooseworks and produced by Glitch Productions, exclusively for YouTube. The show revolves around humans transformed into computer animated characters within a digital world inspired by circus themes and childhood toys. The narrative features an eccentric AI named Kane and his assistant Bubble, with the central character Pom, a new human turned jester, searching for a way out. However, what seemed like such a great show turned out to be a nightmare doomed for the graveyard. The pilot episode of The Amazing Digital Circus was released on October 13th, 2023. It quickly gained widespread acclaim, surpassing 100 million views in just 4 weeks, and fostered an enthusiastic fan base. Merchandise was also introduced to support future episodes and projects, further cementing the show's success and Gooseworks' impact on the animation world. But now that we've established who Gooseworks is and why she's popular, let's bring in the second player, LankyBox. They are an American YouTube channel run by the comedic duo Justin and Adam. Known for their entertaining variety of gameplays, the channel gained significant attention for its creative zero-budget remakes of popular music videos and clips from shows and movies. One of LankyBox's most iconic features was their zero-budget parodies. In these videos, the duo recreated music videos using makeshift props such as chip bags for hair and construction paper for backgrounds. However, due to YouTube's copyright policies, they eventually transitioned from parodies of music videos to movie parodies. These videos also showcase Justin's penchant for puns and humor. But this wasn't all. Another popular series on LankyBox's channel was Guess the Price, where Justin and Adam test various products and try to estimate their prices, where the winner of each round gets to spin a mysterious wheel to play a game decided by the channel's fans. The show often features appearances from their plushy friends, including Cookie and Chimmy from BT21, Boxy, a cardboard box plushie, and Dumbo from Disney. LankyBox has also created animated stories based on their personal experiences. Episodes include anecdotes like Justin's attempt to sneak into an R-rated horror movie while in middle school, and Adam's dating misadventures. These stories provide a humorous glimpse into their pasts and add a personal touch to their content. The Noob vs Pro vs Hacker series was also a staple of the LankyBox channel in 2021. In this series, the duo played games starting as inexperienced noobs, progressing to skilled pros, and eventually becoming hackers. Although this series was once a major feature, it has become less frequent in their recent uploads. LankyBox initially ventured into riddle videos in 2019, where they attempted to solve riddles presented on YouTube. This type of content experienced a resurgence in 2021, featuring riddles themed around video game characters and movies. The riddles often included popular titles such as Sonic EXE, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Santo, and turning red compilation videos on LankyBox consist of curated clips from their past content, such as Adopt Me videos and Guess the Price segments. These compilations often featuring popular characters like Rainbow Friends and Poppy Playtime, continuing the tradition of their early content in a more condensed format. LankyBox amassed over 39 million subscribers through this depraved, weird, and downright disgusting content. However, this wasn't all, as soon LankyBox ended up in an awful controversy with Gooseworks. But what led them to this point, and why does LankyBox hate Gooseworks? It all began in mid-2023, when Gooseworks tweeted out, "Oh no, the content farm channels." At first glance, this tweet appeared to be a lighthearted joke or perhaps a meme, something playful to amuse her followers. Gooseworks, known for her creativity and often quirky online presence, had never seemed the type to engage in drama or openly criticize other creators. The tweet left many wondering, was this simply a friendly jab at another creator or an inside joke meant to entertain her audience? However, the tone quickly shifted with the follow-up tweet, which read, "I just wanted to make a funny circus show, man." The second tweet revealed a layer of frustration and disappointment that was starkly different from the initial jest. The use of circus show seemed to highlight her intention to create something lighthearted and entertaining, not the fodder for a content mill. The situation escalated with her next tweet saying, "It's so over, boys." This message conveyed a profound sense of dissatisfaction and resentment. It became increasingly clear that Gooseworks was not merely commenting on the dynamics of internet content creation, but was deeply troubled by how her work has been exploited. The quote-unquote content farm channels she referred to were likely those that repurpose and remix content in ways that strip it of its original context and meaning, often prioritizing click-through rates and ad revenue over genuine appreciation of the creator's vision. This is where things would take a dramatic turn with Gooseworks' next two tweets, which further underscored her mounting frustration. On October 29th, 2023, she posted, "I'm not gonna go on a power trip DMCAing stupid content farm videos lol. I hate them, but they're not worth it." This tweet was a striking admission of her disdain for the content farm channels that had been profiting from her work. But what is a content farm really? The term content farm generally referred to channels or platforms that churn out vast amounts of recycled or low quality content, primarily designed designed to generate revenue from ads or clicks. Gooseworks' decision to not pursue a DMCA takedown notice, despite her strong dislike for these channels, revealed her unwillingness to engage in a legal battle that might consume her time and resources. It was a notable shift from simply expressing dissatisfaction to making a conscious choice to avoid escalating the situation further. However, her comment saying, "I hate them, but they're not worth it," conveyed a deep sense of hatred with the nature of online content exploitation, but also a pragmatic acceptance that confronting these channels through legal means might not be the most effective approach. The tweet encapsulated her frustration with a system where her creative efforts were being diluted for profit, without proper acknowledgement or respect. It also reflected a broader sentiment among many creators who grapple with the commercial pressures and ethical dilemmas of the digital age. Gooseworks' candidness highlighted the emotional and practical challenges faced by content creators when their work is repurposed for commercial gain, underscoring the complex relationship between creativity and online platforms. However, her next tweet would compound the controversy perfectly. Gooseworks wrote, "You guys keep sending me the worst content farm slop imaginable, and you're like, what are your thoughts on this?" The tweet underscored her growing frustration not only with the content farm channels, but also her audience's reaction to them. By referring to the content as the worst slop imaginable, she was clearly baffled by the low quality and exploitative nature of the material being shared, and the phrase, "What are your thoughts on this?" implied that her followers were repeatedly asking her to weigh in on the content that she found particularly egregious. This added to the drama and controversy, as it highlighted a disconnect between what Gooseworks wanted to focus on and what her audience was pushing her to address. Rather than alleviating her frustration, the flood of content farm material and the constant requests for her opinions only intensified her displeasure. Her tweet served as a public outcry, exposing her dissatisfaction with both the exploitation of her work and the way her community was engaging with it. To anyone familiar with Lankybox's brand, it's clear they are one of the most prominent examples of a content farm within the Roblox community. Known for their prolific output of Roblox-related videos, Lankybox has built a reputation for producing quantities of content designed primarily for ad revenue and viewer engagement, rather than an innovative or unique contributions to the gaming community. This model often involves repurposing popular trends and viral phenomena, sometimes at the expense of original creative expression. Given Gooseworks' well-documented frustration with content farm channels that exploit her creative works for monetary gain, it's unsurprising that she has a strong aversion to Lankybox. But nothing compares to the cringe induced by this Lisa Gaming clone who I exposed earlier this year. Fendi Gaming Roblox's bizarre and off-putting rise to popularity foreshadowed just how terrible her behavior would become, as she'd gain an initial audience due to her imitation and complete likeness to one of Roblox's most toxic and depraved trolls of all time, Lisa Gaming Roblox. Fendi's only public long-form upload, amassing over 260,000 views, begins to tell you why she's one of the worst Roblox YouTubers in existence. Entitled Top 10 Worst Roblox YouTubers, the video would not only hate on 10 of Roblox's most loved creators of all time, but it would provide some of the most nonsensical arguments as to why the viewers should do the same. The first frames of her video were slow, boring, and almost unwatchable. However, the video soon to come was even worse. But why was the video so terrible? What YouTubers did she attack? And why did she hate them? And was there even one single valid reason or critique throughout her entire video? Her first target was PatGod, who she claimed made cringe content, a criticism which is not only subjective, but very ironic considering the low quality, lack of substance, and completely terrible video she produced. But it raised even more important questions. If the video began this terrible, how could it get even worse? Was this video the only stupid, impulsive, or immoral act she committed? And why is this person even on the internet in the first place? While her attacks on PatGod were pretty stupid, they didn't compare to the statements against Roblox commentator Parlo. Not only were her claims against Parlo completely irrelevant and useless, but they weren't even true. Parlo runs a successful YouTube channel, netting him a full-time job of income in ad revenue alone, and his leaked photos illustrate that he's not fat, but in fact the complete opposite, extremely skinny. At this point, Fendi Gaming Roblox's pattern of ignorance, impulsivity, and lies was becoming extremely apparent, and the audience was left with more questions than they had answers. Who were her other victims? Did she lie about Parlo? And if so, why? But most importantly, how did she even gain over 80,000 subscribers in the first place? Trash, broke, living in his mum's basement, and having no job were the four main claims Fendi levied against her next victim. He was a popular Roblox channel named Steak. He creates videos about drama, Roblox gaming, as well as live streams, combining the two, and his friendships with other popular creators. Given Steak's massive audience, it can be pretty safely induced that he's not broke, and in addition, his human appearance seems to verify that he can't be literal trash, and having no job implies being a popular YouTuber isn't lucrative, which is a downright lie. Given the length to which her stupidity seemed to stretch it, made everyone wonder, did she believe the slander, lies, and misinformation she was spreading? Or was this all a ploy for attention? Or instead, could she just be incredibly mentally unwell? Well, as time went on, the questions would only loom more, as the next victim was not only presented, but completely defamed. While there's certainly a variety of fair criticisms of Creekcraft's public image, online activities, and most importantly, YouTube content, Fendi didn't quite seem to get the memo. Her main argument was that Creekcraft is a disgusting person, and the reasons which justified this conclusion may have been even less coherent. She'd claimed that he was a disgusting human because he was gross, horrible, and a trashy person, while providing zero evidence for the assertions made, raising the questions. How could she possibly believe any of this? What reasons did she have to genuinely despise Creekcraft? And why did she even make this video? Her next target was Dennis Daly, who she'd call a disgusting person because he makes bad content, in quotes. And his content could definitely do with some work, but on the flip side, her arguments need even more improvement. Maybe if she spent some more time making entertaining videos and becoming the change she so wishes, there'd be no need to rage bait viewers like she did with this video. And it led to a lot of comments, specifically these ones which read, "Who watches her channel only to roast her?" and, girl, all of the worst YouTubers look like you, none of the pictures changed, as well as, "Team report her and ban her from Roblox forever." However, what if I told you Fendi's scumbaggery reached a whole other level, as she'd not only gained the majority of her fan base through brain rot content, but she would also bully new players in the worst Roblox shorts ever. On the 26th of June 2024, user JamSoEpic uploaded a video entitled "The Truth Behind Fendi Gaming Roblox," which delved into this disturbing, awful, and unforgivable aspects of her personality. The title alone raised various questions to the viewer of the video. What was the truth about Fendi Gaming Roblox? Was it a bad, disturbing, and terrifying reality? And why did JamSoEpic decide to release such a seemingly controversial, hateful, and alarming video? He'd begin the upload with an explanation of who Fendi was, before revealing one of the main reasons she's become hated by everyone in the Roblox scene. So why was this? And how many people exactly hate her?
Today we will be talking about Fendi Gaming Roblox. If your For You page is anything like mine, you have probably seen a couple of hate videos talking about her. And I am here today to speak up about my opinion on this situation. But first, you might be wondering, who is Fendi Gaming? Fendi Gaming Roblox is this Roblox Shorts creator with over 50,000 subscribers. Everyone has been hating on her ever since she uploaded a series of videos talking about how she hates bacon hair.
Jam So Epic revealed one of the largest reasons Fendi Gaming Roblox's reputation has become so terrible. Throughout 2024, she has begun posting a series of bad quality and rage-inducing YouTube shorts hating on the Roblox noob skin, bacon hair. These videos understandably annoyed, enraged, and upset plenty of players within the Roblox community. Her attacks were vicious, planned, and completely uncalled for, and to the audience, Fendi was going after a bunch of new Roblox players for no reason at all. But what else did Jam So Epic disclose in his video? How did it garner over 5,000 views in a month? And why did almost everyone agree with him in the comments?
And for me, this is just really funny since we have seen this type of thing happen many times before, with people posting something on the internet that is very easy to hate on. I think that Fendi Gaming is just a troll seeking for attention, and because of all the videos made about her, it looks like she has achieved that. I say, if you really dislike Fendi Gaming, you shouldn't go out of your way to comment hateful things on her videos or even dislike them.
While Jam seemed calm, unaffected, and covering the situation from an objective stance, the comment section didn't really reflect the same level of tranquility. With such comments reading, basically she doesn't actually hate bacons, she's using all of us for money, don't use bacon haters slund because it gives them money and credits. Here's the story. So Fendi saw YouTubers like CNP Queen and Lisa Gaming. Those two YouTubers are using us for clout. Fendi was pretending to hate bacons on her content, and her haters are almost all of us screen record her audio and make vids of hating her. But the thing is, when you post them, it gives Fendi credit and money. So she's using us for clout, so don't use her audio. Adding, a bunch of people are saying she was harassed by bacon hairs, so I'm not mad about the bacon part. But in a different video, she says she hates bacons and noobs. That's what makes me hate her so much. As well as, nope, she was my friend and she bullied me and she unfriended me because I was a bacon hair. And another comment reading, she's using bacon hates for views. I find her account on Roblox and I reported her, and she is so rage bait. I work more hard and she gets all the attention. However, the complete opposite also seemed to be flooding the comment section, with many users sympathizing with Fendi's alleged backstory, with users commenting, they hate her without even knowing her backstory. The truth behind Fendi Gaming Roblox is that she was a bacon before too, but she was bullied so much with a toxic bacon, and then a slender helped her, and that's why she prefers slenders more than bacons. And there's a reason why Fendi Gaming hates bacons a lot. This is the explanation. So she was the first bacon in Roblox. Some people was mean to her on Roblox, but then one day she got Robux. While some members of the Roblox community can sympathize with her sad backstory, there's no denying that Fendi's toxicity has gone completely unchecked. She's acted recklessly, harmfully, and unfairly. Her actions have not only upset others, but destroyed her own reputation and career in the long term. By chasing short-term rage bait, she's killing off any chance of building a loyal audience. But will Fendi Gaming Roblox ever see the light? Is it even possible for a Roblox YouTuber this toxic to change? And who else is a prime contestant for Roblox's most toxic YouTuber ever? But that is it for the most hated Roblox YouTubers of 2024. I thought I would do a little compilation video for you guys, considering it was the end of the year, and actually add new stuff instead of just re-uploading my old videos. But I really hope you enjoyed this year, but 2025 is going to be different, and for the better. We will all reach the goals we have set for ourselves, but as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch something similar to this, click the video on screen now.